Biafra, where you dey? We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Oh Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. With Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But you know, as my own oru, I am you understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They closed the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following They were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto, use crypto. We should open crypto. Open crypto. Crypto. We use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay. Let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Thomas. Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more. In Anokia, you hear more kind of man. Woo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle, from the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! One walk the robi muma odema. Hey! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek gods. I don't know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at, when you look at Medusa, you turn into she would dry you and you become stone. Medusa have snake,
This is na Confederation Capital Territory. Ebube isi ala Biafra na-ewetara unu ozi a. Ọ bụ na ịnụbeghị na ọchịchị Biafra nke Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze bụ onye na-edu ya ugbu a ewepụtala ụbọchị ncheta nke ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra. Ngwa chere ka m jụọ gị anya. A ga-echeta ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra na Fraịde abalị 30 n'ọnwa Mee n'afọ 2025. A ga-ewepụta oge a ga-eji kwanyere ha ugwu. A ga-ekwukwa okwu ọ bụ na Washington DC ka a ga-emekwa ya n'ala Biafra. A ga-enwekwa onye nọrọ n'ụlọ ya ma ọ bụkwanụ sit at home na steeti 40 enwere n'ala Biafra gbaa gburugburu. Gaanụ na biafrasecurityadministration.org were tiketi gị. Onwe ihe ị chọrọ ịmatakwu gazie na event@usbgov.org. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi Confederation Capital Territory Ebube United States of Biafra Government Homeland Media wetara ozi a. Maazị Sunshine si, ya dịrị unu na mmụmụ Biafra.
Ana mamadu iya mi ko fun para wanti to na boy pankana wan kana de den to boy pa mfrege frewu i ko mbo kembe na tai to bi dan di idagan so kondide ke banga mbo mbiu peme irongo yit e go to security ki kombo bepo bo ke this ufoko jide bopo de nation United States of Biafra ke jidi nye ke filante mpo e go to filante nduo te ibaga ke this kingdom this United States of Biafra filante ibaga wo nye fukute kude na claim we mo de filante mboku ke ne ke den nino the only security mbiu peme irongo jidi nye ke go to security ade BDF ade go to kikom makara Biafra Defense Force mbogi bakam structure government Biafra ade to yoki kibake IPOB ki bake IPOB ama ajiri waido autopilot from autopilot ajiri waido brigi from brigi idang ajiri bake United States of Biafra the government you go to United States of Biafra the USBG fukute wo kege kute bo proof kina mo de bridge mbok faga tong pongto wo de kede ngino ayokon to di fenyen kano kondang tang bangano ko de akure dige mi de usene fiong edip ye duop ke fiong itioni ji don ke fiong mi aji nyempa kute ki kom makara peace summit ke Washington DC ke USA mbok doko yinu kandi bun kai tie na mosoro ke United States ke awi kama ke pat o kama ke e parobok o kama ke mpo beneket u senere de tao sene yidi keme kemitie u fo ade total eseme ki komaka total shutdown tie ku fogofu dia se nye tutu sene de fro e to bi fene no gode mpo e ko to ki komaka constitution ko mbo kan gwere de ye de America ki ko irun o yin gwedi bet e de men gwedi bere do senede e biginam this usoro ke Washington DC e de men gwede then e de me that able solve to go copy e no ngo bi se dikare mbok kama ko gofu se bonda ba fonam mbok so ka so da nya fon ka so support government me yaginya government fen apart from government yidemi da yagida ke I bobo bi mana yide ami yawa mi ebene wodi wo ata peture mbok se mi nke kamandi mbok yagi sogi ba ke me mi ba TikTok eri ya no boko te ibia na tebega ya idia no bok I bobo bi ojire mi ami mi ntangi ko mi bia inye mi de ni ami nden di kam pogoro etup kita yana mbok se songo kempakoton abase na me yongi nyangi song adi on furewu aso ko continue aso ka ka isi diong ni ne ndete pero don ise songo
state of Biafra.
No fear for our land, we go stand together, fight for freedom now. No surrender.
This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently, simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our paths forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political views. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue, 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time, 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025, a united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze.
We face many things, we no fall. Them took a Namdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekbad and catch we still dey strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity we hold the land. From night.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. Wherever you are connecting from, please like and share this program to all platforms. It is a very special week. Remember, on coming Friday will be our Heroes Day celebration. That same day is the day we are going to inaugurate our office in Washington, D.C. And that day is a peace summit. Wherever you are as a Biafran, begin to prepare yourself. We are going to bring it for you live on that very day. If you have not yet subscribe, like, and share. Invite people to join us. And remember, today is a sit at home. A sit at home in preparation for our Heroes Day that is coming on Friday. Today is a special day, and Biafra land is under lock and key. Wherever you are watching from, I want you to tighten up your seatbelt. Invite somebody to join you on this program so that we can begin to decimate the Zoological Republic. We want to give you information that is coming from the United States of Biafra, give you update on what we are doing and what is going to happen, and the views of Biafran people as we march into the Heroes Day. I want you to pay attention in this platform, in this program, from beginning to the end. As you join, do not watch alone. Invite somebody to sit and watch with you. Send to your friends, send to your family, send on your WhatsApp group. Any place you belong, send this video and also click like and share. Very, very important. Let us listen and hear what the Biafrans are saying today. The foundation led by Mazen Nandekano and taught Biafran people how to defend themselves. When the lecture sank in and they couldn't have it, what did they do? They activated the global conspiracy with Finland, and the Finnish authorities held back our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and restricted him up to this moment. He has been restricted for the past 6 months and still counting. And after so many months, they came out and told us that they are charging him for incitements in Nigeria. They say they are accusing him for being a part of a terrorist organization. This was a man who lived in Finland most part of his life, a great citizen of Finland who has served in the military, a politician who has served as a counselor, and he's also a lawyer, has a law firm in Finland. Before ever he joined the struggle, he was able to go to the Finnish authority. I explained to them and gave them the procedures and whatever he wants to do. There is nothing he went into that he never told the Finland authorities. Then I asked, at what point did Mazi Simon Ekpa become a terrorist? At what point did Mazi Simon Ekpa join a terrorist group? The indigenous people of Biafra, we are not terrorists. And that is the only group I know that Mazi Simon Ekpa belonged to. If there is any other group they found that Mazi Simon Ekpa belonged to, they should come and let us know. We are waiting. The indigenous people of Biafra, we are not terrorists. And we are registered in all countries of the world. Officially registered in all countries of the world. And there is no country in the world that have regarded us as terrorists, except the terrorist country called Nigeria. It's only Nigeria that call the indigenous people of Biafra terrorists, simply because we are seeking for our freedom, simply because we are asking for our rights. They tagged us terrorists. And today, Finland have joined Nigeria in that criminal act to term Biafrans as terrorists. Finland, that people say that they have human rights, and have now joined Nigeria that does not have 1% of human rights. Finland joined Nigeria that does not have 1% of human rights for economic interest. For economic interest, and today they are joining Nigeria to call us terrorists. And that is why they are holding our Prime Minister, and we'll meet them in court. We meet them in court. We got an information that their court is going to be on the 30th. We are looking forward for the court, ending of the month 30th, which is our Heroes' Day. And they intentionally fix it on that day. The Finland authority intentionally fixed the cost of Mazen Simon on 30th. But whatever day they fix this, we don't care. It will not stop our Heroes' Day. And that day being the day of the heroes, the spirit of Biafra is going to speak in the court. The spirit of Biafra will speak in court. With all the flimsy excuses and fake charges they brought against Mazen Simon, just like they did in Mazen Nandekano. They continue to amend, and lastly, we saw that they added tax evasion. They say that our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon, evaded tax. They added tax evasion to his charges, just to see that they have something to hold him. At what point did they begin to investigate Mazen Simon for tax? A man who has been there all his life, served in the ruling party for a very long time, served as a councillor, has a law firm, has no criminal record ever, has never had any criminal record. Not even in the zoo. But all of a sudden, everything is turning around against him because he is standing up for his people. The global conspiracy was activated through the British, and Finland bought into it today for their own personal interests, economic interests. And we have seen it. In the post that our Deputy Prime Minister made on her platform, you saw it, the contracts that the Finland nation have won to build whatever they call it in Lagos. A contract has already been given to them in Lagos. And that is what all the deal is all about. When their ambassador said that Mazen Simon is hindering their bilateral deals, that Mazen Simon is hindering their bilateral deal, we came out and we saw the deal. It was shown. And many more things that we're going to see. But I bet you they cannot sell our freedom for whatever selfish interest they have. We'll meet them in court. However, whenever they fix it, we are ready. Just like Mazen Nandekano, the persecution of Mazen Nandekano, you can see the drama they are acting in their court. Mazen Nandekano has no case to answer. Today being Monday, is a lockdown in Biafra land. Every Monday has been mapped out to demand for the unconditional release of our Suda Mazen Nandekano and every political prisoner in Nigeria. And that we will continue to do until Biafra is completely free. Today, Monday, is a special day. A day that the Biafrans themselves agreed. We all agreed. Some of us used to forget. And some who are not conversant with the issues or things that happened, they thought that Mazen Simon was the one that instituted the sit at home. He wasn't the one that instituted the sit at home. The sit at home was put in place by the Department of Saboteurs, the DOS, with the intention that it's not going to work. They thought that Biafrans are not going to buy into it. But when they gave that, Biafrans bought into it because Biafrans cannot go out to protest. That is a fact. Whenever the Biafrans go out to protest, the Nigerian government send their military against them, and many people lose their life. we have lost thousands of Biafrans simply because they came out to protest, holding flag. Each time Biafrans gather in a place, the Nigerian government will open fire on them with their military. They will send their military, send their police after them, they open fire. Many lives have been lost simply because people came out to protest or sit. So Biafrans found the sit at home as a very reliable means, democratic means of airing their voice, showing their displeasure to what is happening. And the Biafrans bought into it. When the Department of Saboteurs walked away from it to destroy the process, the Biafrans said, no, we want this and that is what we want. And Mazi Samuel himself saw that the Biafrans are formidable and they did that. Mazi Samuel followed the will of the people and supported the people to continue on that which is their will. And from every indication, you saw that a lot has been achieved through that sit at home. The sit at home have kept Mazi Nnamdi alive. The sit at home have kept the case of Mazi Nnamdi alive and kept the politicians on their feet. The sit at home have kept the issue of Mazi Nnamdi on the front line for more than 5 years, they counted. That is why we must not walk away from the sit at home. Every Monday has been sacrificed to show the world our displeasure in the Zoological Republic, regardless what anybody thinks. You know, initially they came with their propaganda. Oh, Biafrans cannot leave their business and they lock their business up. You don't do that. Biafrans cannot afford to lose their business. Biafrans are this one. Different kinds of propaganda. They tell us how many billions they lose every Monday. Different kinds of propaganda. They went ahead to enforce the sit at home by themselves. But when they started enforcement, it worked against them. Different kinds of propaganda and blackmail have been pushed against the sit at home. But each time they make the move, the spirit of Biafra will turn it against them. All things work it for good to them that like Chukwuka. All things work it for good to them that love Chukwuka. And because we are fighting a just cause, every single step they take turns around for our own good. Today, as we speak, Biafra land is under lock and key. As we speak today, Biafra land is under lock and key. And there is nothing anybody can do to change that. The Biafran people knows what they want. And no matter what you think, no matter what you feel, you cannot change our decision. And you cannot stop us. You cannot change what we have already known and the direction we have already chosen for ourselves. They have tried and tried and tried on several occasions. But each time they try, they continue to fail because the Biafrans are fighting a just cause. And we will continue to fight until the last man standing. We will never give up. We will never, ever give up. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter the angle they come from, we will continue to do what we have to do. Wherever you are as a Biafran, always remember that there is only one way to your freedom. Mazi Nnamdi made it clear to us. In one of the videos I played in the process of starting this very video, he said it. There are only two ways to freedom. Either by ballot or by war. Either by ballot or by fighting. Either you go through the ballot system or you fight. And Mazi Nnamdi made it clear that we have chosen to fight. We chose to fight because Nigeria is not disciplined enough to engage the ballot system. They are not disciplined enough. You can see how their election is going. The very election which they are conducting, so you see how it's going. How much more when you talk about using election to walk out of Nigeria? It is impossible. That is why we have chosen to fight to get out of the zoo. And wherever you are as a Biafran, you must know this. That is the path we have chosen. Every morning we come here to speak to Biafrans, to waken the spirit of Biafrans, to let them know where we are. And you are entitled to your opinion. In this platform, you are free to join us on this platform to air your opinion. This platform is for everyone, whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran. No matter what is your ideology, no matter what is your belief, we allow you to come here and share your views. If you have a superior argument, join us. The only thing that qualifies you to join us on our platform here is for you to be a human being. As long as you're a human being, you are welcome. Join us, share your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, whether you believe on Biafra or you don't. Regardless the group where you say you belong and you have something to offer, please come around. The only thing we ask is that when you are coming, appear in a decent manner. And when you are speaking to us, speak in a civil manner so that the world can be able to understand you. I welcome everyone that have joined us on this platform once again, wherever you're joining from. As you join, please make sure you share this program. Make sure you like and share. It is very, very important. The social media network does not promote our program. They don't. It is only you that will help to promote it. As you are watching, you share to your platforms where you belong, in your WhatsApp groups. You share to your family and your friends. And click like. When you click like on the program, it will help the algorithm to identify others and send them notification to join us. So that is why we urge you to please like the program and share. Very important. Remember, one of the assignments we have in the course of this Biafra is to engage in radical evangelism. Radical evangelism. Educate Biafrans and non-Biafrans about the situation. How do you do that? By sharing information that comes from Biafrans. My fellow Biafrans, this month is a very special month. Do not ever forget that. 30th, coming Friday, I just played the information from the Deputy Prime Minister, and you heard her clearly. Coming Saturday will not be a fundraising. There will be no fundraising. 30th, which is Friday, will be a very, very memorable day, our Heroes Day. And that very day, our embassy in Washington, D.C. will be opened. That same day is Peace Summit for all Biafrans. No matter how aggrieved you are, no matter which angle you are, no matter whatever be your trouble, come on that Peace Summit. The door is open. You know, at every point in time, the olive branch is always there. Mazin Nandekano always kept the olive branch for those who are aggrieved to fall back to line. Mazin Simon Ekpa always gave the olive branch for those who are aggrieved to fall back to line. Today, Dr. Ngozi Orakweze, the Deputy Prime Minister, have also given the olive branch for those who are aggrieved to join us on the 30th May for that Peace Summit. We have a very common enemy and we have to face it and face it head on. There is no going back. Do not say you are not warned. There is no sitting on the fence. There is no being neutral. It is either you are a Biafra or you are not a Biafran. It's either you are fighting for Biafra or you have something else you are pursuing. There is only one United States of Biafra government. Only one recognized across the world. Only one United States of Biafra government. You can belong to any group you want to belong to. There is freedom of association that Biafrans have signed up to. Freedom of association. Every Biafran have the right to belong to any association or group they want. But I want to let you know, there is only one government, the United States of Biafra government. Only one, not two. And if you are genuinely seeking for freedom, you must be under that government. I want us to listen to this announcement before we proceed.
Federation Capital Territory, ebube isi ala Biafra na-ewetara unu ozi a. Ọ bụ na ịnụbeghị na ọchịchị Biafra nke Dr. Ngozi Orakweze bụ onye na-edu ya ugbu a ewepụtala ụbọchị ncheta nke ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra. Ngwa chere ka m jụọ gị anya. A ga-echeta ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra na Fraịde abalị 30 n'ọnwa Mee n'afọ 2025. A ga-ewepụta oge a ga-eji kwanyere ha ugwu. A ga-ekwukwa okwu ọ bụ na Washington DC ka a ga-emekwa ya n'ala Biafra. A ga-enwekwa onye nọrọ n'ụlọ ya ma ọ bụkwanụ sit at home na steeti 40 enwere n'ala Biafra gbaa gburugburu. Gaanụ na biafransecurityadministration.org were tiketi gị. Onwe ihe ị chọrọ ịmatakwu gazie na event@usbgov.org. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi Confederation Capital Territory ebube United States of Biafra Government Homeland Media wetara ozi a. Maazị Sunshine si ya dịrị unu na mmụmụ Biafra.
No fear for our land. We go stand together, fight for freedom now. No surrender.
This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently, simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our path forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political views. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue, 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time, 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025, a united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze.
Face many things, we don't fall and took a Nnamdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them catch we still dey strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we hold the land. From night.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience and being there. I appreciate everyone that is connecting to the program and everyone that have joined. We will continue to do what we have to do to put the message out there and make sure we reach out to everyone. Wherever you are, make sure you are connected on Friday. It is going to be mighty. And I'm going to stream it live. For those who cannot be in Washington, D.C., you can watch it live. I will stream it live and you will connect. Make sure you click the notification bell so that you will always get our notification when we are on. And also the Zoom room. The Zoom is always open on that day. The Zoom link have already been posted on the platform of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze. So every one of us should join that Zoom on that day. You'll be on that Zoom so that you can be able to witness the program while you watch. It is a very important ceremony that every one of us must be part of. Every one of us must be part of. We will not run away from it. Wherever you are in Biafra land, it is mandatory. It is mandatory that we will be part of that very program. Please be connected on that day. Every one of us, you have to log in so that you can be able to join. Also, in your platform, you can make sure you subscribe to our platforms. If you have not yet subscribed, and you keep your notification bell on. Once your notification bell is on, you can be able to get the notification once the program commences. It is very important on that day. It will be streamed live. But if you are in the United States, you have no excuse to give. You are supposed to be in Washington, D.C. And if you're not getting your ticket, maybe you try you might get your ticket. Just try. You might get a ticket. But I believe people who are willing to be there, many people have bought their ticket already. And I'm not sure that is still a vacancy, but try. If you have not yet gotten your ticket, just do that and try to get it.
Ana mamadu iya mi komo fure fun para wanti to na boy pankana man kana den to boy pa mfure wu I kombo kembene tai to bi dan di I dagan so kondi de ke banga mbo mbiu peme I rongo yit e ko to security ki kombo bipu bo ke this ufoko jide jidi bopo de nation United States of Biafra ke jidi nye ke filante mpo e ko to filante nduo te ibara ke this kingdom this United States of Biafra filante ibara wo nye fu kute na claim we mo de filante mboku ke ne ke den ni no the only security mbiu peme rongo jidi nye ke ko to security ade BDF ade ke ko to kikom makara Biafra Defense Force mbogi bakam structure government Biafra de to yoki kibake IPOB kibake IPOB ama yidi waido autopilot from autopilot ayidi waido brigi from brigi idanga yidi bake United States of Biafra yidi the government yidi go to United States of Biafra de USBG Fukute wo kereke kute bo proof kina mo de bridge mbok faga tong to wo de kede ngino ayokon to di fenyen kano kondang tang bangano ko de akure di kemie du sene fiong e dip ye du ke fiong I tioni ji don ke fiong mi aji nyempa kute ki kom makara peace summit ke Washington DC ke USA mbok doko yunu kandi bun kai tie na mosoro ke United States ke awi kamake pat o kamake e parobok o kamake mpo beneket u sene de tao sene yidi kemeke kemitie u fo ade total eseme ki komaka total shutdown tie ku fogofu dia se nye tutu sene de fro e to bi fene no gode mpo ko to ki komaka constitution kop mbo kengwere de yere america ki ko irungo yinwedi bet ye de mengwedi bere do senede e biginam this usoro ke Washington DC ye de mengwede then ye de me that able solve to go copy e no ngo bi se dikare mbok kama ko wofu sebo ndama fonam mbok so ka so da anye fon ka so support government mi ya ginya government fen apart from government yidemi da ya gida ke I bobo bi mara yide ami yawa mi ebene wodi wo ata peture mbok se mi nke kamandi mbok ya gisugi ba ke mi ba TikTok eri ya no boko te ibia na tebega ya idia no bok I bobo bi ojire mi ami mi ntangi ko mi bia inge mi de ni ami ndi kam pogoro etup kita yana mbok se songo kempakoton abase na menyongi nyangi song adi on furewu aso ko continue aso ka isi diong ni ne ndete pera odon iso songo
Independent state of Biafra in order.
Thank you. This is a message. The same message is part, we have a great diversity in Biafra, and this is an Ibibio language. And those people who can understand Ibibio very well, that is a message. We preach the message on different languages so that people can be able to get out the information. That is why in this platform, I've always said it, when you come to this platform as a Biafran, you are entitled to speak in your own dialect. As long as you're from the old southeastern region, the present south-south, southeast, lower Kogi, lower Benue, wherever you are, your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, your grandmother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, you are a Biafran. Feel free to join us here and express yourself. You can use your own dialect, you can speak in a broken English, it is allowed. We are not English. So we communicate in our own language also. Feel free and comfortable to express yourself in your own language. Any Biafran language, you are entitled to join us here and share your opinion. Send your message across so that your own region will hear you and hear you clear. Thank you so much for that very, very update that we brought. So I believe that Biafrans are preparing heavily for that very event that is coming up on Friday. It is here already. The Heroes Day celebration, the Peace Summit, and the opening of our embassy in Washington, D.C., where the whole thing is happening. It is a very, very important and memorable day, and every Biafran must continue to follow up and key in. Don't miss that occasion. If you are not in Washington, D.C., you must join us live that day and watch it. By the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama, we are going to stream it live so that Biafrans can connect. We will stream it live so that Biafrans can connect. And also, those who can join through the Zoom can join through the Zoom. The Zoom link is already out. The Deputy Prime Minister already has the Zoom link on her platform. And every one of us is advised to join the Zoom. If you cannot be in Washington, D.C. that day, you just be in Zoom. Those who cannot be in the Zoom, you join and you watch. You join the program and you watch. You join the program and you watch. So try as much as possible to go to the platform of our Deputy Prime Minister. You're going to see the Zoom link, and through the Zoom link, you can join the program on Friday, and we will stream it live. Touch your notification so that you don't miss any program this time. This is a very important week. Very, very important week. On that 30th is a very, very busy day, and we had, from the information we are hearing, we heard that the Finland want to commence the trial of our Prime Minister on that same 30th. So whatever be the case, we are going to be very busy and we'll be focused on that very day. So make sure you touch your notification so you can be able to follow up. However they do it, whatever that happens that day, you are going to be seeing it live on this platform. We will try as much as possible to get out the information. And one other information that is very important, which our Deputy Prime Minister have said, is there is a lot of things. When we talked about the deal that the Finland authorities have gone into, the Finland authorities want to try our Prime Minister. They took him away from us, and they said that Mazi Simon Ekpa is hindering their deals. That is what their ambassador, foreign ambassador, said before. And you see, from every indication, we begin to understand that deal they are talking about. When you look at the platform of our Deputy Prime Minister, she tried to explain it and say, remove Simon and get the deal. And she asked, is this part of the deal the Finland Foreign Affairs Minister noted on their website that Simon Ekpa is blocking bilateral deal between Finland and Nigeria? You know, they say that our Prime Minister is blocking their deal between them and the terrorist country Nigeria. Finally, we begin to see the deal. This is what came out that we saw. And we will continue to show Biafrans what they are showing. This is Finland firm bunch deal. Build 30 megawatt power plants on Victoria Island, Lagos. This is what it's all about. To win contract in Nigeria, to use Nigeria as a breeding ground for themselves, to use Nigeria to build their own economy that is failing, and at the expense of the citizens. So it is all about interest. And we are now seeing it very clear why the Finnish authorities have decided to take our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa away. These are the information, and we will continue to follow up. Whatever they do, however they do it, we will show it to the Biafrans to see and know what is happening. And we will not relent. We are making progress. Regardless all those nonsense they are doing, we are making progress. And there is another update on the platform of our Deputy Prime Minister. It says, our pledge, we have adopted a pledge. The Biafran pledge have finally been adopted. The pledge of the United States of Biafra, it has finally been adopted. Now we have a pledge. And every one of us is supposed to cram this pledge and know it by heart. You're supposed to cram it, know it by heart, so that you can recite it anytime we sing our national anthem. You can recite it at all times. Recite it in your heart at every minute of the day. This is our pledge. So you can see the pledge. We have shared it in many platforms. We have it in many platforms engraved, so you can be able to learn it, cram it, and have it at heart. It is very important. The pledge says, let me read the pledge so that you can, it's a very simple pledge, very simple. You can memorize it. It's not long. You can memorize it. It said, I pledge loyalty to the United States of Biafra, land of the rising sun, her history, value, and laws. To defend our life, lest we perish. To uphold peace, unity, progress, equity, one people under God. This is our pledge. So every one of us is advised to learn the pledge and have it at heart. You can go to the platform of our Deputy Prime Minister on X. You're going to see it. You copy it. Teach it to your children. Your children, teach it to them. It is very easier for them to crack. Teach it to your children so they can have it at hand. You equally will learn it because it's one of the things you can be able to use to identify a true Biafran. In certain occasions, you are going to be hearing Biafrans reciting this. It will be demanded for you to recite at all times. So we have to key into it. The Pledge of the United States of Biafra was crafted by Dr. Ngozi and Orabueze and viewed, analyzed, and adopted by 20 cabinet members of the United States of Biafra in an official constituted cabinet meeting. The members include, these are the people who signed up, who were there, who signed up and adopted this very pledge that we're talking about. Dr. N. Ngozi Orabueze, Farm Diana UMA, Ada C. Eze, Solomon Wacha, Olaku N. Obonna, Dr. Ferdinand A. Okang, Happiness Ijoma Eze, Teddy C. Omegano, Henry Mwanzo Azubike, Gozie Jonathan E. Opole Mwadioka, Adeze Eze, Sa Ugochi Olewune, Apostle Dr. Steve Ajubi Awa, Reverend Dr. Peace Valentine Ebuarere, Benny Anyang, Reverend Ebenezer O. Anene, Dr. Young Makleshi, Pastor Rose Ellen Ikejiora Agu, Dr. Henry Chukwuemeka Aguwa. Congratulations, Biafrans. Memorize this pledge by heart. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff, United States of Biafra. So we now have a pledge. This is our pledge. So every Biafran, we must learn this pledge. It is very important. You have to learn it, know it at heart, and recite it at all moments whenever there is need for you to recite it. So my fellow Biafrans, we are making progress. Just as we are busy, there are people who are not busy, but they are only focusing their attention on talking about irrelevant issues that doesn't have to do with Biafra. For us Biafrans, we are not distracted. Nothing is going to shift us. Nothing is going to make us look other ways, but we are focusing on that which is very important. So this is another information that you can see here. Very important information also that we have to know. It says, breaking, second batch of original copy of the United States of Biafran Constitution and the declaration documents with signatures that signed for our independence in Finland with ISBN number is out for sale. Very important. Very important. So if you want to get a copy of it, prepare yourself. Second batch of original copy, the original copy of the United States of Biafra Constitution, the declaration documents with the signatures that signed for our independence in Finland with ISBN number is out for sale. So many people have been demanding for this constitution and declaration documents. Many people have been asking for it. The original copy is not out. Order for your copy now. Constitution is $100. For you to get the constitution, you make the order is $100. Declaration document with signatures cost $50. Shipment to the United States, $35. Shipment to Europe, $55. Shipment to Biafra land, $75. All payments have to go through this website. You said newdimensionmandate.org. newdimensionmandate.org. That is where you make your payments and you will get your document received wherever you are. So if you need that document, you better request for it now. Go and put in your demand now, make your payment, and it will be delivered in your doorstep. Email your receipt with shipping address to the Deputy Prime Minister as usbgov.org. Yeah, that's where you mail. After you have paid a New Dimension mandate, after you have paid, then you email your receipt with shipping address to Deputy PM at usbgov.org. Deputy PM at usbgov.org. That is where you're going to email your receipt. Then copies will also be available at the Washington, D.C. Memorial Day. For those who are going there, you will see so many copies there. You can buy your own there, prepare yourself, have your money with you. Once you get there, you can equally buy your own there. But those who cannot be able to go, you can make your order and you see the process. These informations are there on the platform of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oronigwe. So if you are not cleared with what I'm saying, just go to her platform. You are going to see these informations there. It is spelled out, and you're going to see all the links and the process. You're going to see it. This one is our pledge. This pledge, very important that every one of us have it at heart. It is not much, just few words. It will be easy for us to cram, and you teach your children. Most importantly, all Biafran children should be taught about this pledge. I pledge you loyalty to the United States of Biafra, land of the rising sun, our history, value, laws, to defend our lives, lest we perish, to uphold peace, unity, progress, equity, our people under God. One people under God, not our people. One people under God. So thank you so much. These are very important issues that we must know about. And while we wait for the D-Day coming, we should continue to do what we have to do. There are important things that we must do. There are important processes that we must pass. Do not allow anybody to deceive you or deter you. The only hope we have is Biafra. There is no other hope anyway. If anybody is trying to convince you, don't pay attention. And I can bet you that the Zoological Republic is not relaxing. They have intensified in their propaganda and blackmail. I came across a video that was made with one of the paid agents by Nigerian government, was talking all manner of nonsense, all manner of rubbish, because Biafra have taken a front stage. Biafra has taken a front stage. Today, the think tank in the United States today are thinking about Biafra, and they are talking about the issue of Biafra. Many people, the decision makers in the United States today, are looking towards the issue of Biafra. Biafra is no longer something you discuss under the table. It is now on top of the table. The issue of Biafra is now on top of the table, and the propaganda is increasing. You see why it is important that we go for this inauguration. You see why it is very important that we are in Washington, D.C., where decisions are made, where the decision makers are at. And the Zoological Republic, they know the implication of our presence in Washington, D.C. They know very well. That is why I tell you that the battle today is no longer in the street. It's no longer on social media. Mazen Nandekano fought his own battle when it was time for fight, his own way, and he defeated. Mazen Simon fought his own battle the way he's supposed to fight, and he defeated. And today, Dr. Ngozi Oronigwe is fighting her own battle in Washington, D.C., where things are happening. And that battle will intensify from the 30th. I want to play a video. When you watch this video and listen carefully, then you will understand the importance of that event that is coming on the 30th. You will not understand. And I bet you Nigerian government is paying attention to every single thing we are doing. They know the implication of our movement into Washington, D.C., and they know that the issue of Biafra is now on top. They have started their propaganda. They start their blackmail. They start to change the narrative. They start to bring some false information to change the narrative, as they always do with their media. And I'm going to play this very video. I want everybody to pay attention to the video I'm about to play, so that you can know what is happening. Some of you are sleeping. When we tell you to share our videos to make it go viral so that everybody will see it, you don't want to do it. But I bet you Nigerian government is busy pushing their own propaganda and blackmail against us. You don't know what is happening. I want you to pay attention to this video I'm about to play.
The Research Institute is trying to set Nigeria on fire. And however bad that may sound to you, it's so much worse than what you think. Here's what is happening. The American Enterprise Institute is a private non-profit founded in 1943 that is effective.
Please, I want you to pay attention to this clown, what he's saying. Pay attention to this idiot. This is a paid agent by a Nigerian government. And he is here to change the narrative. That's what there are many of them on social media. There are many of them. They pay them, and all they do is to dish out this information, and they push it on Twitter, push it on X. That is why we urge you to share our program and pay attention. that these blackmailers, they can no longer take over the media. They have done this for a very long time, but not this time again. They can't. I want you to pay attention to this, what this clown is saying. The narrative this idiot is creating, I want you to pay attention to it. Let us listen to what he has to say.
A senior fellow at the US Policy Research Institute is trying to set Nigeria on fire. And however bad that may sound to you, it's so much worse than what you think. Here's what is happening. The American Enterprise Institute is a private non-profit founded in 1943, which has grown into an institution that is effectively the beating heart of the US economic and political establishment. This is not just a respected conservative think tank. This is a body that has the entire who's who of the US establishment elite either sitting on its board or among its many, many funders. And speaking of funding, it has funding from all the regular suspects. Ford Foundation here, Gates Foundation there, Kellogg, the other place. The AEI has real clout in the US. The sort of clout that enables it to influence legislation and foreign policy. The AEI is so influential that it was single-handedly responsible for the entire Iraq war strategy under George Bush Jr. In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early 90s basically shaped the geopolitical world that we live in today, reportedly rented its office space from the AEI. I'm mentioning all of this to create a mental reference for just how powerful this organization really is. Essentially, if the AEI adopts a policy position and puts it forward, there's a very, very real possibility that it could become US government policy, which also makes it one of the most powerful non-profit organizations in the world. Now, 9,000 kilometers away from Washington in Nigeria, two things are happening. The first is that a series of deadly attacks against Christian communities in the country's middle belt and north have severely raised the risk of chaotic sectarian warfare.
Pay attention to this idiot. The AEI he has just explained about is a think tank group in the United States. And this group finally are paying attention to the issue of Biafra today. And they are coming to the front line to discuss Biafra. We have pushed Biafra and pushed it, and voices are coming. One of the men that spoke during the time we went to the convention in Finland is a very great writer, a human rights writer, a publication that makes publication that goes across. And this AEI pays attention to what that man writes. Today, this AEI, a very strong organization in the United States, people, decision makers, you heard him how he described them, they are about looking into the issue of Biafra. And look at the narrative this idiot is creating. Look at what this idiot is saying. Just pay attention.
Kilometers away from Washington in Nigeria, two things are happening. The first is that a series of deadly attacks against Christian communities in the country's middle belt and north have severely raised the risk of chaotic sectarian warfare of the sort witnessed in the Central African Republic in 2013. Between 2019 and 2020, I was part of a research team that worked on a documentation project tracking these attacks. That project resulted in this report, which was presented to former US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in 2020. The report showed that these targeted killings met many of the legal definitions for genocide, and it formed the basis for his decision to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern shortly before he left office. Now, the second thing that is happening is that a few hundred miles to the southeast of this violence, a different type of violence is taking place. This time,
Now, I want you to pay attention to the deception of this idiot. This idiot claimed that he made an investigation about the atrocities of the Boko Haram in Nigeria. He made investigation in the northern part of Nigeria, the loss of life of Christians, the attack on Christians, that he was one of those who made the investigation that made Donald Trump then to designate Nigeria as a country of interest. He said he made a report that made them to designate Nigeria as a country of interest because of the atrocities of the Nigerian government against the Christians, the killing of Christians in the northern part of Nigeria. And now, that very same organization are looking into the case of Biafra, and they have come to look deep, and they saw that these two things have something in common. When you talk about war against Christianity, there is no doubt that it is a war against the Biafran people. When you talk about Christians in the north, I can bet you go to the northern part of Nigeria, in every state where you go, you will see a good number of population of the Igbos. The Biafrans, more especially, not just Igbos, Biafrans. Go to every state in the north, you see a good number. And every time there is this attack in the north, it didn't even start from now. Even ordinary riot, it has always been against the Biafran people. Either their property, their lives, their businesses are destroyed. There is no doubt about it. And this has a very strong link that makes it that whenever you talk about attack against Christians in Nigeria, you must speak about the issue of Biafra. But this idiot is trying to separate these two things together. When he saw that this think tank group are today weighing in the issue of Biafra, and they are drawing line to see that these two things are together, and for you to be able to stop them, you must have to deal with two of them. And this idiot is trying to create a different impression. I want you to these are the paid agents by Nigerian government. Listen to the angle that this clown is coming from. Pay attention to what he's saying.
Concern shortly before he left office. Now, the second thing that is happening is that a few hundred miles to the southeast of this violence, a different type of violence is taking place. This time, the cause is not religious but ethnic. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a group that emerged from relative obscurity to national notoriety over the past decade, led by its charismatic director, Nnamdi Kanu, is on a rampage, or at least a faction of it is. Now, I don't want to bore you with Nigerian history, so cliff notes. During the 3-year Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, between 1967 and 1970, an estimated 3 million civilians on the Biafran side died, mostly as a result of starvation due to a Nigerian federal blockade. Most of these casualties were from Nigeria's Igbo ethnic group. And while Nigeria's government has never officially recognized these events as a genocide, there is very little doubt about the true ugliness of what happened all those years ago. While the end of the war in 1970 did not...
You see how this idiot is saying? He's trying to create the impression that even the civil war that we are talking about, there is no fact about it, that the information we're getting might not be correct. And the Nigerian government has not decided, it has not accepted that there was genocide. Not only the Nigerian government, the world have not accepted that the genocide. But people today that have common sense, people of conscience today are coming together to begin to reason and think about what transpired during the civil war. But idiots like this are coming now to speak about what they wrote, that they were those who wrote a letter that made Nigeria to designate Nigeria as a state of interest. But now, as some think tank group are trying to push the narrative to match the issue of Biafra with the issue, the atrocities against the Christians. There is no doubt that the two of them are the same thing. The attack against the Biafra people has something to do with their religion, not just ethnicity. It is not just about the ethnicity. There are atoms of lies in it. There are some underlying statements in it that has to do with religion. That was why during the Civil War, it was when our eternal leader Dim Odumewuchukwu said it in one of his broadcasts that it was all the Arab nations were in line with the Nigerian government to fight against the Biafrans. They were in line. And the people today who are still orchestrating those evil today, the Fulani Janjaweed, are from a certain religion. So how can you separate these two together? I want you to pay attention and listen to where this idiot is going.
Lead to the end of Biafran separatism as an idea. It was the emergence of Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB group over the past decade and some that turned that residual bitterness into a political ideology.
It is not a political ideology, idiot. We have nothing to do with politics. We have nothing to do with politics. This is not a political ideology. We have no interest in your so-called politics. That is not what you're all about. We don't have an IPOB is not a political group. It is not. That was not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established. That was why Mazi Simon Ekpa was mad with this set of people today who has now turned IPOB to a political group. And it is because of this idiot that clowns like this will come and begin to talk about IPOB to be a political group. IPOB has never and will never be a political group. The indigenous people of Biafra.
Violent political ideology.
Akoye.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, you're welcome. Can I play this video before you speak? Oh, okay, go on, because of your area. Just go on, say what you want to say.
This guy, David Debunking. Do you know the reason why all these idiots say something and it seems that it stands is because of the clownish and the docility of many of our brothers that have chosen to join in the struggle. This morning on VOP, you know, Ohaneze say they want to make May 30th Igbo Day, and IPOB, the DOS, issued a communique maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday, I don't know, but they were on their monitor television, they were analyzing it, and all the analysts, the VOP station ensure that Igbo person is not there. So I tracked the news. When I tracked it, what all the analysts, one from Ogoni, one from Edo, all of them, they were firm. So they I've not even seen this clown video, but they bashed on Nigeria because the heat, I'm in Bongo. The heat is brewing. That is why when I'm talking, I don't mean to insult anybody. But people that are in the diaspora, they were the one that are even supposed to know better. So it pains my heart when I see people that support the struggle and are opportunity to be in the system, the government, behaving otherwise, ranging from Briggy. I will be like, is he out of jealousy or ignorance or something attached? Anybody that is in Bongo that is not in full awareness of what is happening in Bongo, I wouldn't blame the person because to know what is happening in Bongo, you will make it a dedication. Cost of accessing the internet now is very high. You see, I do not always come again. When the telecom increased their tariff, labor, they shouted, we shut down, we do this. They retracted their step, but now they have increased. They have affirmed everything. I told you as I'm talking to you now, if I stay here like 45 minutes, 1.5 data will go. Immediately I log into this StreamYard. Even on making calls, every damn thing, Bulaba have increased it. And Nigerians are not doing anything. But the cloud is gathering now. So this idiot, just leave him. What I want to say concerning him is that our people, those in the diaspora, that the ground is even palatable for them to do whatever they want to do. Almost virtually now, every house, their TV is a smart. Your watch everything, and you can access to buy good phone. You have a strong network. Let everybody that is speaking for this let them dabble into becoming investigative journalists on their own, so that we know and leave this fool. This man is a buffoon. So when we are now well known of whatever the plans of the Fulani, the West, we will be prepared, and all their West will not gather, will not hold any water. Because what is going to happen in Bongo, I have told you that our prayer should be that Bulaba wins 2027. So that floodgate of destruction, the North, with the collaboration of the West, will let it loose. Then if we understand all this, we'll be even more prepared, letting other indigenous nationality that are forming docile, hoping on the illusion of one day Nigeria will work. They are feeling the heat now. And when this gate of hell will be let open, it will descend on them. We will be prepared. But when we join them, join the likes of P2B, all this Ohanese, feeling is all right, which I found it plenty in the midst of our people. That is when this foolish man's opinion on our struggle will happen the way he imagined it. So that is the little thing I want to say. So forget about David Hundeyin. They are all cloud chaser. So Wode and all of them. I've taken my time to study them a little bit. I see that all of them, they are agents. The West and the Nigeria hegemony, they are using them because they've made themselves known. They have gathered crowd. So that is why gullible ones are still being shaked when you hear them. Me, whatever you're saying is none of my business. My business is for us to come together, have the real understanding of what we are fighting for. By understanding both ourselves, the antecedents of the North, West, and everything, then know this is how to undo it. Because if you do not diagnose a sickness, you won't know the proper medication to use. So when we know this, it means we have diagnosed the struggle. We then know how to position ourselves, where to talk, what to talk. But if you are still lacking behind of the real meaning of this struggle, that is when you have the prophecies to come and be shouting like Fallback Republic and be saying nonsense, calling your fellow brother terrorist, because you don't know the full weight of what you are saying. But when you understand all these things, you will guide your mouth. You will know when to talk, what to write. You will know where to comment. Even you come across some channel, you know what to write. So thank you, my brother. You there for others, but don't. All their shenanigans, Nigerians amatawago ha ma showore wo ma yanwa, name all of them. Nigerians, ndị dịkwa active online, they are knowing them. Me, I've taken my time to study, and we know them, we know where they are coming from. So iwe ewela gị nọ ndị be anyị ha mata ihe anyị nọ n'ime ya ka onye ọbụla kwado onwe ọfụma. That's the little thing I want to say.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that very contribution you made. These people, individuals like this, they are people of concern because of people who are listening to them, and some of the people who are not Biafrans who are getting their information online from the narrative this idiot is driving. It is really. I was so pissed off when I had it, and that was why I picked up. And I would like to look at it. I want to play it. Let me play all the screens so that Biafrans can also hear about it, because this is how they change narrative. The government of Nigeria and the West, just as my brother said, use them to change narrative and begin to paint a different picture. Now they have seen that our case is in the front line. In the United States, the think tank group today are discussing about the issue of Biafra. They know you can't separate the attack of Christians in Nigeria with that of issue of Biafra, and these idiots are coming to create a different narrative to change the whole thing. It is really sad, and we must pay attention to idiots like this and make sure we trash them, push them to dustbin where they belong. My brother Christian, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that super chat. Let me just get down with
people must go to the bush, ambush them. Go to the bush.
You see what he did? He now went and picked the voices of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The places Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made utterances, he went and picked those information, and he put them online. And he forgot that there was something that prompted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to say this. During that time of instance, there was already attack against the people. There was an attack against the people. Many people have been died already. The government already opened fire on people at Togate. Do you know how many people died in Togate? That up to today, they have not given them 15 burial. Some families are still looking for the members of family. Up to today, as we speak. Up to today, people are still looking for the members of families. And this idiot went and just picked information from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and he's posting it online, sharing some.
You need to cut them off from the back, ambush them, take their guns from them and kill them. These are animals, are not human beings. They may be wearing police or army. They are not human beings. These are terrorists from Niger. These are terrorists from Gambia. These are foreign terrorists from Chad. They are not human beings. Disarm them and kill them. If you allow them to scare you off the streets.
This was what transpired during this, and you know, every one of us saw it where these were recruited. That they are not soldiers. They are not military men. These are terrorist group. Look at their footprint in Biafra land. The same thing they are doing in northern part of Nigeria is what they are doing in Biafra, burning houses. They go to an innocent man's house and they burn the houses, take lives at random. The same exact thing the terrorists are doing in the north. This is exactly what these people are doing in Biafra land. How can you now differentiate them from the terrorists? How can you differentiate them from the terrorists? Is there any law in Nigeria that says that when somebody commits a crime, even if somebody commits a crime, that you must go and take the person and destroy his property and destroy his life? Nigerian law, as I know, says that an accused person remains innocent until proven guilty. That is what the law says. It's only the terrorists that have the footprint of destroying lives and property without investigation, without asking questions. And we see their footprint in Biafra land. And all this idiot could do is to go and pick all this and begin to play around just to instigate some nonsense against Mazen Nandi.
And then burn the Select police station, then burn the Urile police station down. Everything is down now as I'm speaking.
Thank you very much.
These days, Kanu sits in prison in Nigeria's capital, and IPOB has been proscribed as a terror entity in Nigeria. But this has only worsened the violence. Since Kanu's arrest, a young lieutenant of his based in Finland called Simon Ekpa has filled that leadership void with methods so violent and so off-putting that the group has effectively split into two factions, with a faction loyal to Kanu regularly dissociating itself from actions linked to Ekpa's faction. Taking advantage of Nigeria's weak internal security and Nigeria's elephant-paced government, Simon Ekpa has created a non-state militia calling itself the Biafran Liberation Army. And you can guess the rest of the story. It's a mess. And here's where the AI comes in. Now, over the past few months, Michael Rubin, a senior policy...
You see where this idiot is, because all this grammar and all this drama is because of this man, Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin now spoke in the time of our convention, during the time of convention in Finland. Michael Rubin, he was one of the guest speakers in Finland then. And the man has been in the front line of propagating the issue of Biafra, making sure that our voice is being heard. And today, the think tank group in the United States are talking about the issue of Biafra. And that is why they paid this idiot to come in. Everything he's playing here is to attack Michael Rubin, who is in the front line of projecting Biafra.
Troops, troops. Was it the last time I could let us assume that these fools who put on her fall back republic, these fools who put on her intellectual and the DOS. Let's forget about DOS. No lessons that we learn in our formative time. But unkende kache when we bondi this brigi, the decamped fools are put on her brigi. Ihe mere voice nda ja de onu. Bona likes of Ogen Kere and Ndo Tia just na akusasi. Ihe niile onye ọbụla kpọrọ okwumuru nwa mkpa mana ihe niile a ga-abadị. Kedu ihe Simon kwuru before ejide ya? Ọkwa si na mgbe declaration a la agada all is close. Na Finland police kpọrọ ya si ya, Simon, do you know the tension this thing will generate? Or say, I know.
Exactly.
Similarly to the words of MNK. Equal that time or say, I know. Obi one nesi na Nnamdi Gawara Kenya na Ogbahoha no Sudan Helewe DOS. These are people betted for this. Their bet, they are coming to this life is for freedom. The day that spirit entered them, it took away fear of death. All 24/7 how calculate how to play the devil's advocate, trigger these people. From some things lately now. On the podcast, bu Okpara bu Mike Kogene. This one of the legal team.
Yeah, I saw it.
Just watch the podcast. The analysis there. He watch here. Young paint the big picture. All this rubbish in the Marlako, Nifan Oba sentry. The Michael Okpara mistakenly Okwono Malami sent reject Ejibulata Namdi from Kenya. The same Malami no send reject to Benin Republic here has not had a extradite. If you didn't pay rapt attention, you can pick this point and like, oh, yeah, but this thing on your is rubbish to open and buy water here in anemia. Which you don't go, we are in hold of men on the ground. We are this, we are that. Have we seen anything now edited video? How many? But Simon was talk and do. Ola Rudio Esafo because of case by over. This thing on has nothing or any effect on us. Because he feel long with effect because I can feel like West get help. Or our unity, the critical mass I form, give me West to speak otherwise. What are they doing in Burkina Faso today? Do they have option? If the Burkina base are not behind Traore, do you think that thing Michael Langley would just end by saying it? They would have taken that man down. But our people, many people do useless, useless fools everywhere. A corruption online. This what am I by what I live? Which you know, if you go see Joseph happy good in Apa. Happy the one day. Back and the West to Mandela go, Nigerian government to Gaman and Danawa across Rubicon, but I across Rubicon every day. Kyle across Rubicon. Ian Simon Ujikotara, Peco, who ona take ya, Unuma Braga Bachuzo, only Tista, Ebego Siberia. Tobakia, Hobi, mi Bronis, Ndara. What am I by what is I don't know how to put it again. Okonya hold more water. If you like, make you go dig Papa and the Kano from exhume him from grave. Then the beer and the Buddha, you hold no water.
I understand.
But
I
it's our foolishness that they are thriving.
I understand where you are coming from, my brother Akonye. I understand where you are coming from. If we actually had that area, if we actually had it, I think they can't stop us. Even as at that, they can't stop us. But we will not ignore these things when we see them because of the people who are watching from afar.
Of course, you always have to put them in their place, expose them. So that's very vital.
In as much as our unity is very important, and if we are united, they can't stop us. No matter what happens, they will never stop us. Even as at now, they can't. Even as they stand, they cannot stop us. But we cannot keep silent when we see some of this kind of thing. That is why I'm interested on this. I'm playing it for Biafrans to know, because there are people who are following our programs also. There are people who are not Biafrans who are following.
Yeah, Mazi, I was telling you the other time.
Matters a lot. Public opinion matters a lot. In as much as we have our eternal problem, which is very disturbing. I understand that, but public opinion, people outside and these think tank groups, they have a role to play also. And when we see such attacks, more especially someone like this Mike Ruben, who has been promoting Biafra for a very long time, been in the front line or pushing Biafra to the front stage, and this idiot is coming to attack everything he's saying. In as much as he's not going to succeed, but we will not keep silent when we see such clowns making such kind of nonsense. Let me just finish the video so that my brother, you can make a contribution.
At the AEI has published a series of articles on the organization's website, openly calling for the US government to intervene militarily in Nigeria, ostensibly to help Biafra, which according to him is a persecuted Christian oasis surrounded by a hostile Islamic majority in Nigeria. The problem here is that this is simply not true. Nigeria's population is almost evenly split between Christian and Muslim, and the basis of Biafran separatism is ethnic, not religious. Rubin, however, repeatedly pushes the falsehood that the Biafran movement and the agitation by Christians facing real violence in Nigeria's Middle Belt and North are one and the same thing.
This boy is an idiot. It is one and the same thing. It is not different. The persecution of Christians in the North has a lot to do with the issue of Biafra. It didn't just start yesterday. This persecution started since 1945. Since 1945, the attack started against the Biafrans in the northern region. This clan that you speak, have not lived in the north. I have lived in the north for 7 good years. I lived in the north for 7 good years. I know what the people from the southeast are facing over there. Not just the Igbo. It's not about the Igbo. It's not about the Igbos.
A dog.
The attack that is coming from that side, it's not a blackmail. It's not something that somebody will just come and stand and talk rubbish. They have a connection. The attack against Christians in the north, it has a great connection with the issue of Biafra. And this idiot is just trying to play down on it. Paid agent.
It's completely false. Not only are the vast majority of the affected Christian groups not ethnically or ideologically linked to Biafran separatism, but even the Biafran movement itself has historically never portrayed itself as a Christian nationalist movement. By deliberately conflating ethnic separatism and Christian nationalism and modeling up basic geography to misrepresent the situation, and even describing Simon Ekpa, who was recently arrested and put on trial for terrorism in Finland, as a persecuted African dissident, Ruben is...
You see what this idiot is saying? you just hear what this idiot is saying. And when clowns like this come and paint this kind of a picture about our prime minister, you can't keep silent to them. That someone was accused of inciting and being a part of the member of a terrorist. How true is it? It's an accusation against him. False one for that matter. The same accusation against Mazen Nandikan. The same accusation against Mazen Nandikan is what they accuse him of as Simon Ekpa in Finland. And look at the picture this idiot is painting here.
Knowingly pushing a dangerously false narrative for the consumption of a powerful American audience. A narrative which, given the AEI's influence, could someday end up in an official US foreign policy document. While fringe ideas about Biafran exceptionalism, such as an alleged Biafran Israelite origin, have long existed and were even promoted by Mr. Kano before his arrest, they are usually recognized as fringe views and not taken seriously. This is the first time that a powerful policy organization with genuine influence over American government decision-making is attempting to mainstream the idea that one of Nigeria's 3 majority ethnic groups should be designated as an Israel by the US.
And that is what is paining this idiot. That is what is paining you. Because a think tank group in the United States are preparing to designate a certain Biafran people as part of Israel. That is what is paining you. That is why they paid you to come and begin to speak these lies. That is why they paid you.
This is the same narrative that FFK, that Onyara Noabo, FFK Fanikade, he was parading the same narrative. No, where any connection between Israel and Indigo. And I asked myself, are you an Igbo? Are you a Biafran? So why don't you go and deal? How are you going to tell me who I am or who I am not? Why don't you go and deal with this same guy, this very young? Anyway, I'm coming to him when you give me permission to speak. So carry on.
Government, with the rest of Nigeria becoming Palestine, if you know what I mean. And if you're familiar with the AEI's position on the real Palestine, this should worry you a lot. If you're in West Africa, you should especially be worried because if this attempt to seed this dangerous narrative...
You see, he's even calling other African countries against Biafra. You see what this idiot is doing? Because AEI, a very strong organization in the United States, the decision makers in the United States are now talking about the issues of Biafra to weigh in and end these atrocities once and for all. These idiots now have been paid to begin to push a different narrative. You see how dangerous these kind of bastards are.
To bear fruit, and the result is any kind of sustained foreign military presence in the supposed Biafra, then there's every probability that we'll find out too late that this whole thing is being orchestrated for the same reason that every other African conflict is orchestrated: the resources. It's always the resources.
This is really sad and disturbing. This kind of video is really sad and disturbing for the way Nigerian government manipulate things with all these their paid agents to change narrative, to change truth and begin to twist things and make it look different from what it's supposed to be. And you want us to keep silent when we see this kind of idiot, this bastard that call himself David Udein or whatever they call him. It is sad. My sister Ojugo, let's hear from you, my sister Ojugo. If you are there, unmute yourself. Let's hear from you.
I'm here. Good morning.
You're welcome,
Mr. Chooks and all my brothers in the platform and those in the comment section and those that are watching wherever you are. Good morning. And I thank God for today that we have opportunity to talk. And I will please ask the person, if you know that you're not talking, could you please mute your mic? There's somebody there, a baby is talking, and
Yeah, I think it's
saying,
I've muted him.
please, thank you. So there are things that are not supposed to come out as we are talking.
Yes.
So I'm not surprised. Mazen Namdekalo already caused Nigerian media, led by Yoruba people. They are all caused. So, and he also said it. They would think that it's all Biafra. No, they are already taking over. Shetuma made a call to who? The Yoruba man, on how Biafra people will kneel down to beg them. So, as they are there, instead of them to defend their land, yesterday being Sunday, I think a night of that Sunday, people were kidnapped in Yoruba land around that Ikorodu, and they were all crying. People that their family were involved. Let them stay to pursue Biafra. As they are pursuing Biafra, they will continue to fall, and the enemy will continue to conquer them from behind. Their cause. And remember, no word that came out of Nnamdi mouth that have never come to fulfillment. Look at him. Instead of him to use his platform and talk about what is happening in Yoruba land, in the bushes that have been occupied, and is there talking about Biafra, people that are fighting to have their freedom, people that are fighting to take away all these terrorists from their bush so that the people can go and farm and eat. There is hunger in the land. The idiot, the imbecile didn't use his platform to showcase what the citizens of Bongo are going through. The zoo called Nigeria. That's what he should be. Maybe he's in abroad, and maybe he doesn't have family that are bothering him. I live in US. I feel the pain of what my people are going through back home. Because whatever I make here, I divide it into two to make sure they are okay. Maybe he doesn't do that. Maybe he's not feeling that pinch. Because if he does, he should use his platform to do something better, to showcase the world what the people are going through. All the killing. He didn't use his platform. How many people were killed in Taraba? I think on Sunday. How many? They showed 45. I'm sure it's more than that. And he's there talking about Biafra. Let this idiot tell me what is the percentage of Christians in Biafra land, in the whole of Bongo. The population, the percentage of Christians in Biafra land. How many? What is the percentage? Than any other area in Bongo. That is where you have the highest number of Christians, and that is why it becomes a place of attack. Because if they can conquer them, the Islamic Nigeria automatically turn Islam. Because when you go to West, which is the Yoruba side, the Christians there and the Muslim there, they're pretty much the same, like 50-50, or even Muslim are even more than Christian in Yoruba land. But when you come to East, the Southeast, when you come to Southeast, the Biafra land, we're talking about 90% of Christians.
90% or more.
Or more of Christians. So what is it talking about? Why did he get the narrative of political, that is ethnic something? Idiot. Go. You see why? Now because they are all intellectuals. This is it. They are all intellectuals. They paid you. You come there to fool yourself. Something that is very clear, and you're fooling yourself. Yeah? A whole man like that. Something that is so clear. Something that they've even gone to churches. All those things are all out there. And you're comparing Biafra is a political. Where do you have the highest number? And you're talking about what the man knows even better than you. You that is even in Bongo, that man, that one man that you're projecting, knows better than you.
Knows much better.
Much, much better. Knowing that the southeast of Bongo, of that country called Nigeria, 90 or 95% Christians. And that is why they want to slaughter all of us. And they know that we can never be Islamized. Rather, they will kill all of us. We can never be Islamized. To do what? So the man knows better than you, and he can give you instances. What happened in Enugu? Where did they go to slaughter? Was it not in the church? During Christmas time, was it not in the church? All the people in the camp, what are they doing there? Are they not all Christians? Are they not all Christians? That they are praising God and calling Christ. Are they not all Christians? And you think that the Biafra is different, where you have 90 to 95% Christians. Why don't you shut your mouth and go sit down? Then go use your platform and advocate for your people. That's what you should be doing. Leave Biafrans alone. And I love what Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, the strategy she's using. Talk less and do more. Actions speak louder than voice. Exactly. And that's what she's doing. Speak less. Let your action speak. And that's where we are. You can brag yourself and talk whatever you want to use your time. Who knows how much they give you? Your brother Tinubu have plenty of money now. They use this car that they use to carry money. Put one in his house only by himself alone. Himself alone. So why can't you get a 3/4 of it and come out to talk rubbish on your Twitter? And our people should tag that idiot on that Twitter. If you people, those that are on Twitter, know how to operate Twitter, you know. And these are a bunch of fools. Let him go check out that's what is I'm so angry about. What is the percentage of Christians in Biafra land? Where you can even see mosque in Biafra land, maybe in Parakot. Maybe in the town, one or two in the distance. That's where you can see them. Maybe in the town you have one. Is it why Uzodoma is projecting them to see that everywhere is all these are fake? We know, and the real people that knows the truth will always speak the truth. There's no two ways about it. You can carry your fake news around. The reality is there. Even look at that idiot. Even talking about what is making me angry. It's making our people more angry by reminding us of underestimating what happened during the war, that the people suffered so much.
Very, very annoying.
Please, he should stay his lane. He should stay. If people that know him, to tell him to stay his lane. If they pay him, he should eat the money, but stay his lane. There are so many things he can use his platform to advocate. Let him advocate for his people. Let him advocate for what people are going through in that country called Zoo, Nigeria. Please, there are so many things you can do and leave Biafrans alone. Say political. Which political? And then Namdekali is still there. He would have been out since tonight if it was political. I mean, this is just so annoying, please. That somebody will use this platform, come out to talk this rubbish and get away with it. Because those that on the Twitter that know how to do Twitter. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate you for your wonderful contribution. Thank you so much. Bro Christian, are you there?
I'm there, bro. Choose. Yeah. So, sorry?
Take the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, obviously, this David Yande or whatever, I think I've seen that video before, and I wrote also an article or commentary on his section. So I rebuked him very seriously because everything, they're just a bunch of liars. I don't see him any different from either Shore or P2B or any of these. They are just the same people. Yeah, so the way I see it is that they are more or less, they are different, should I say, objective or agenda amongst them, but at the end, they are all pushing for one direction, that is to continue to sustain or to keep that their one Nigeria that is not sustainable, but just favors. It's just incredible. It is incredible. You know, he made also a video attacking Shore. I don't know if you've seen it, because Shore was attacking Peter Obi himself. But at the end of the day, it's just a game that these people are playing. But for some of us too, we dig deep. We know what they are doing. We know at the end of the day where they are coming from. Because they are making it look as if he is fighting Shore. This David Yonde fighting Shore and Shore fighting Peter Obi. It's pure lies. We have to keep focus, keep our eyes on the ball. Because I just discovered recently that Peter Obi is negotiating behind closed door with Tinubu not to dismantle or tamper with his various businesses in the country. But on the surface, he comes out as an opposition and he's going to carry on this. He's going to carry on like this, and people will be led into believing that Peter Obi is running for president. Peter Obi is not running for president. I'm sorry to say this, but Peter Obi is in line just to protect his, like I said, various businesses in the country. Because these people have the capacity to begin to dismantle it. So Peter Obi is working for them. He's working for the system, you know, and it's just a lot to talk about, but I'll try and make it brief. Some sums them up, because it's just sad what is happening, and most people are not able to figure these things out. So that's why sometimes it gets complicated. It becomes hard to understand. Now, Shetima was captured in a video some years back making promises of the things he was going to do, and he's doing it now as we speak. I saw a video, a picture of this guy called Kubana Chief Priest kneeling down before Shetima.
I saw it.
Yeah, and you know what they say, picture tells 1,000 words. So if you look at the continent, the dominion of the body, should I say, image of Shetima on that picture, it tells you everything you need to know. You see, these guys, they engaged in both physical and spiritual emasculation of Ndibo. I'm telling you the gospel truth. The hatred, the war is of different categories, different dimensions. And they also saw the image of Peter Obi The same P2B, because there's a reason why I'm raising this issue. P2B was in the north, sat down on the bare floor, P2B sat down on the bare, dipping hand on the same plate with Amajiris and eating. And in that picture, where there, the elite of the Fulanis sat, they sat there and watched P2B, sat on the floor, dipping hand on the same plate with the Fulanis, with these Amajiris, right? But this same Fulani elite, they won't even eat in the same room with these people. They give them food they stay outside, they give them plate and just hand food over to them. And P2B sat on the floor, pretending to be showing either commonality or humility or whatever he thinks he's doing. But I tell you that these things are very significant. These things that they are doing, and Shetima having made that pronouncement back then, and it's happening now, and he feels like he have a strong hand or stronghold in Igbo land, because there's also a video where he was saying something about was it Imo State, and he made reference to the overall southeastern part, how they are doing, how they are penetrating. He made a comment like that. So, and you ask yourself, so then who leaked this picture of Cubana chief priest kneeling down begging Shetima, a terrorist, one of the founders of the terrorism ravaging the country. So who then put out this picture to the public online that the whole world, everybody is seeing now? So what they are doing is not just ordinary, it's not just accidental, it is very deep, very, very, like I say, spiritually, physically, and emasculation. So I saw this young lady, Lisa is her name. She made a video to that effect, and was lambasting chief priest. And I replied to her, I said, look, but you are being hypocritical because you are one of the ardent supporter of P2B obedience.
She's not different from all those of them. She's not different from them.
So I said to myself, if you are now condemning this Cubana guy for humiliating himself or whatever, what is the difference? Because P2B did similar thing. He went and sat on the floor, eating on the floor with Amajiris, but you are promoting P2B, and we all know that P2B is doing what he's doing for the interest of his own benefit, for his businesses. So why are you? So obviously, it's like people who are caught in between two roads, and they actually, it's like she doesn't know which of the roads to follow, because so that is the error. That is just the unfortunate part. I said, look, there is no redemption for us as far as the zoo is concerned. There's absolutely no. Our only redemption is Biafra. Anything other than that, forget it, because the hatred is so deep rooted. No amount of, oh my goodness. So obviously, it's good that we deal with these things, and the good thing is that, like also we said the last time, that people listens on this platform, so we have to continue to speak out, to debunk, and to push back. We have to continue to push back because a lot of people are listening. So this David himself is somebody I know whom he is. I know where he stands. These are paid agents, and they come in different form and shapes. I'm telling you, sometimes they are fighting each other, but trust me, their goal is the same. Their goal is just the same. So we can't be deceived. We are smart enough to read between the lines. So he came here, he came with lies, trying to twist things that is not. Even this Michael, the guy you said before, who is in America, they know what's going on. Anybody, even Finland government know, they can pretend all they want, but they know what's going on in Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria has been taken. Nigeria is a terrorist country. You can try to paint it whatever you want, but the truth remains the truth. Sister Ojugo was just making reference to the killing. Was it maybe yesterday also? They about 40 something, maybe more, but well, they say 45. And At the same time, this same P2OB article, El-Rufai, one of the chief funders or promoters of terrorism, they were just they were together strategizing about 2027, and you ask yourself, you are talking about election 2027. Why the people are being, indigenous people in the country are being slaughtered up and down? What does that even make sense? How can you be talking about 2027 when we're in 2025 and every day there's no one single day that passes, the Fulanis don't go about, ravaging, massacring all over the place, and nobody talks about it. And when they come out to talk, they call it bandit. Including the same people who are telling you this, the showerers of this world, they call it bandit. If you cannot call it for what it is, then I don't have to listen to you. That means you have nothing to tell me. If you are not man enough to call out what is happening in the country. So what is the point? And this David also on that video was lying about most of the things he says. It's just sad, but we have to keep pushing. I believe that at the end of the day, the light will find its way out, because these are all agents of darkness. All what they are doing is to continue to protect that business center for the imperialists, the British. We know that. They sponsor most of these platforms. The Showreel, the David Oyandeo, the Arise TV, the Channels TV, they sponsor this. I am telling you the God's truth, my brother. That is why when they speak, even when they try to speak something that is true, there's a way they present it. Then you will know where they're coming from. You will know who their paymaster is. So that is the situation, my brother. Let me just let others speak for now.
Thank you so much, my brother. You've spoken well, and what you just said is the truth and nothing but the truth. We cannot.
All fighting for political position. All of them.
Exactly. Yeah. What is it?
Contracts. That's all you see going on. That's all for their own pocket.
So it's about their own selfish interest.
It's about themselves to get position. That's all they're looking for. Sure, whatever everybody knows, you want to be a president in his dream.
In his dream. So it's so disturbing. Okay, with that very video that idiot made, I'm going to play another video. Now you see another video. You see another video that was made by somebody from the north. This guy is a northerner.
That's the truth. Sorry, yeah. I just remembered something. It's funny because the game that they are playing is a little bit like, it's so high stake, sophisticated, that you really have to pay very close attention to understand it. Now, this young man from Edo State, they call Very Dark Man, he was in, I think, Anambra Onitsha, precisely, and he went to rescue Ndi Igbo. So I said to myself, and he's a one Nigerian is himself, right? And I said to myself, because they were now singing, there's a way the song goes, Very Dark Man, Kaige so Mone Jeje Mona la la. So I'm like, really? So this young man from Edo State was the savior of Ndi Igbo, right?
That is how they have relegated us to
oh my goodness. And Soludo, who is the governor of Anambra State, the supposedly Igbo man, they said is an Igbo man, is working against the interests of Ndi Igbo. So the guy who is a one Nigerian is whom they are using, but most people don't know what's going on. But we know what is going on. We know what is going on.
To play a hero.
Yeah, exactly. So, and at the same time, it just escaped my mind what I wanted to say. But trust me, we have to keep our eyes. That's 24/7, because they come in different way, like I said, different shape and different form. But we know at the end of the day, we know what their ultimate good is. I'm not against anybody. We are not against anybody. But it's obvious that you stand a better chance if you manage yourself. Govern yourself the way it suits you, the way it pleases you, the way you and the commonality, how you deem fit. You take care of yourself. Everybody will be better off, better for it.
Yes.
Than this conglomerate they put together and call it a country. When it's not. When it's not. In just 1 week, if you see the things that has happened in just last week alone, gives you a pause. That is incredible. Anybody promoting one Nigeria or doing whatever it is to stop people who want to be free, then the worst word in this world can be used to describe you. There's no humanity in you because Nigeria is a killer of destiny, and it's just incredible, my brother. Sorry about that. So,
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Chinonso. Chinonso, you are there. Unmute yourself. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Mazuchus, good afternoon from here.
You're welcome, my brother. No, long time.
Yes, so long time since depending on my time, sir. So I greet all the Biafrans and brother Christian and Sister Ojugo. Ojugo. I greet you all. This is Biafra is my home TV. It's on the line. It's been long, but we are doing the needful. Really watch out. We are coming according to our time.
Definitely.
To let our people know what they're supposed to know, because we are doing what you and you go. 247 taught us to do, because when it comes to this movement of restoration, we are no longer in agitation. Now we are in restoration of Biafra. You and Mazugo remains our mentor, and we always look up to two of you. Those from 2019 till today who has never deviated or even fall back for one day or tweaks their voice for one day. That is why in my secret prayer, the way I pray for Mazen Nandekan, Mas Simon, the way I pray for you and you go. So God keep on strengthening two of you. And God will also keep on leading two of you in the right way that the real Biafrans will understand. If you go to a comment section, I always comment that Mechupo Okabia, my blessed true survivor, Mazugo 247, for always doing the good job for the real and the genuine Biafrans. This is the work two of you are doing, not for every other person. Because a lot has happened. And they also believe a lot is about to happen also. Because no Igbo, ndị banyị si na onye na-achọ ihe ọma na ihe ọma na-ehi ahụ nweta, mana ajọ ihe dị izi nweta ngwa ngwa.
Yes.
So in connection to what I'm saying today, I want us to know that ihe na-eme anyị isi anyị n'aka. Ọ bụrụ na ihe na-eme anyị isi anyị by now, anyị alagole Biafra land ri. Passport, a currency, here to the whole world right now. But because of Nandebains na Abu Sisi and what I'm about the Berisia. Also, the house of problem I went up more wine. Come on, you got buying edge and what we are doing, then you will understand that all these things was about to happen. And as they are happening, where it you stand, what are you doing? What do you believe on it? Is the question that we all must ask ourselves. Then in the midst of asking all these questions, you see a one Nigeria list coming together for them to do what? Work and think that they can take over their Nigeria for those who believe. And you who believe in Biafra, you see P2B, you see Atik, you see Sowere, you see all these people try to come together to do one thing. What is one thing they want to do? To make sure that that name, a country they believe called Nigeria, is working. And working for what? Working for government, not for individuals, not for group, not for acting prime minister or acting this. No, that's not what they're working. They want to work together to bring themselves together in one government. In the history of Biafra, we never had a government. The only first time we have a government, we have a country that has a name. Instead of you to come under that government, under that country name, to build and fight for your freedom. You want to still continue and remain where I don't know you want to remain. If they have these individuals, when I see pictures and what people be articles, so what is doing, how they want to form an alliance and become one party or do what they think they want to do, I ask myself, these people who are fighting United States of Biafra, after said and done, what name and what are you fighting for? What is the name of what we are fighting for? And what are you looking for in the decision of United States of Biafra? We are only looking for one thing, to have a government, to have a name. Now you have that name called United States of Biafra, and you still want to go back and stand somewhere and be gossiping and be making noise here and there. So our people need to understand that there is only one thing. No kwibo. Abaro shangele. Age kurungele mwa. I want to ask, like I always ask people a question. Is there any other name that we are going to use on this Biafra name except United States of Biafra? Is there any other name? And is there any other way that we are going to adopt any other name, or that we go back to answer any other name that's not Biafra? If the name or what you are looking for is in Biafra, if the name is Biafra, you must stand with the United States of Biafra, whether you like it or not. That is why I said, no matter what happened. What did Ojukwu fight for? Biafra. What was Wike fight for? Biafra. What Mazda Nekani is defending for? Biafra. What man Simon Abba is that put him in trouble today, or where he is today? Is it not Biafra? That is what, not bridging, not any other thing in this world that we are looking for. And I also say this in common terms for you to understand. He who wants to have a document of university must go to nursery school. He must go to primary school. He will go to university. He will graduate and has all his documents. In a document that he wants to submit for a job, that university name and the primary school name and secondary school, all these documents are involved. And for we Biafran people, we have had all these documents, whether you like it or not. We have IPOB, we have Mastov, we have Autopilot, we have Bridgie, and on top of overall name that is going to rule it is United States of Biafra. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe or you don't believe it, come here and stop making mockery of yourself, that you know that the only name on what you are doing is what? Biafra. Biafra has a government. Government talk to government. Individuals talk to individual. Whether you like it or not, group have to talk to group. But government can invite any group to come in and work with them. So that is where we are for now. If you are not standing on this name, United States of Biafra, or the government of United States of Biafra, under leadership of Tongozi Orabeze, believe you me, you are doing yourself harm. Of doing yourself good. So for people to understand, look at our people today, those who believe in one Nigeria, making mockery of our culture. See, when I know that chief priest or whatever they called him, what he is doing is what he learned from his those who he believed that is his role model. He believed that his role model is people like Hope Uzodinma. He believed that people of his role model is people like Peter Obi, who can bow down to those you are never supposed to bow down. And these people are those who want to continue to be a slave in their life and also partially want to enslave their member of the family. For me, who don't want to enslave and bow down to somebody that was supposed to be serving me, and that's why I believe in what United States of Biafra is doing under leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. If that is not where you stand, and remember, I said, now that we are looking for our country and we have get it, the things that we use to defend is going to be hard. Whether you are enemy, you are sabo, or whatever you find yourself, one day the only name you will come down to bow is what? United States of Biafra. Ndi banyes na na pure hije na mmiri. Mana emamia force ko nwa mmiri. Mana when it comes to human being of Igbo and the Biafra movement, one aga emendi mmadu force he wee kwete na afa ahụ bụ United States of Biafra. I want to start by saying, no United States of Biafra, no Biafra for you. No United States of Biafra, you are nobody. No United States of Biafra, your name and your surname and your land must be given to Fulanese. The only way you can get to your land, and whoever you are live today is when you believe there is what? United State of Biafra, where we are fighting for all these years, and today we are there. If you are not there, you are deceiving yourself. Mother Shoes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Chinonso. I appreciate you for that very amazing comment, and thank you for your good work you are doing. We are seeing it. We are on the same task, and we are going to continue to push this message to the whole world. They must hear us whether they like it or not. It is forward ever and backward never. No matter how difficult it is, we will continue to push this message to the ends of the world, and they must hear us and hear us clear. They must hear us, no matter how they try. So, on reaching there now, I want to play a video. There's a video I also saw because of what that guy said. And when people are talking about the issue of Biafra and Nigeria, the situation of Nigeria that is irredeemable that people are denying, it will seem as if it's only the Biafrans that are talking about it. But I bumped into a video that was made by somebody who is from Kano. He said he's a northern from Kano. And when you look at him, you see that his orientation have changed. And because he's living in a very different environment, I want you to hear his own point of view as per the solution to Nigeria. Let's listen to him.
The hardest thing I've had to accept since I've been here is that Hausas, my tribe, my people, unfortunately are not going to allow Nigeria to become what it's meant to be. The mindset of the northern Nigerians are going to destroy this country. I'm sorry to say it. So this is an idea I had, right? It was very simple. Raise money, build orphanages, massive orphanages, and pick up the Almajiris off the street. Take the Almajiris off the street. Teach them engineering. Teach them tech. Teach them coding. Take them off the streets and teach them, try to get them up to par so they can compete. And I brought up how every time I have this conversation, I would bring up the 4 Indian kids, the 4 Indian boys, like 10-year-old boys that were online, they were doing the live chat and building an app. Every time I bring up this idea to a northerner, the first thing they ask is, well, what about Islam? What about Qur'ani? What about Islamic school? When I say I have met incredible resistance to the idea of taking these boys off the streets and getting them to join the global age. Like, my mindset is this. Every corner you go in northern Nigeria, there are 5 people willing to teach these boys Islamic school, Quran. There are 10 people willing to teach them everything they need to learn about Islam. Why isn't there anyone willing to teach them anything else? So when I brought that up, some people were like, I had people going, it will never happen unless I have to teach them Islamic curriculum in the schools. I said, you don't understand. Northern Nigerians are against the idea of changing the trajectory and the outcomes of Almajiris. They say Almajiranchi, which is what it is embedded in our culture. And here's the thing, no, it's not. And as a Muslim, it's haram. I fucking said it. Any northern Nigerian that wants to step the fuck up, do it. It is haram. Because you are not allowed to bring a child into this world that you cannot raise. And there are fuck ton of Hausa men and women who have babies with no intention of, they know they will only take care of that child to a certain age, then they'll pawn that child off. There are a fuck ton of imams, men in the north, who rely on these kids for a living. They send these boys out every day to go earn a living and come back and give them. I thought of an idea that, look, we need to find a way to raise money, build orphanages, teach these boys tech, teach them engineering, teach them robotics, let them compete with the global populace. And every time I bring this up, every fucking Hausa person I tell this shit to wants to argue with me. They say it's not going to. They are vehemently against this. So I need you to understand, I need to ask you, how will Nigeria as a fucking country compete with the likes of Ghana, South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, when the northern Nigeria is part of Nigeria? The most fucked up thing I'm going to have to say as a Hausa man is, for Nigeria to advance, they have to get rid of Hausa. They have to get the north Nigeria, it can never work. This is a sad, sad realization that it can never work. Like, this is insane. And I am Hausa. This is fucking crazy. Wait, let me show you something. Right here, this is attestation of citizenship from New York. As you can see, I am from Shanono local government in Kano State. I am as fucking Northern Hausa as it fucking gets. I am as Aboki as it could possibly fucking get. And I am saying Nigeria to win, to compete on the global stage, Nigeria will have to get rid of the North. It will not happen with my people are actively holding this country back. It is so fucking insane.
Did you hear that?
Mazi, the guy is touched or was touched by the by the ghost of truth, by the preaching message of Nanikal. Something hit him on his head. My goodness.
Did you hear that? When we speak, they will say it's only Biafrans talk. This is somebody, a hardcore northerner.
No, they are few. They are few, though.
In a very different environment, and his mindset have changed. And he's speaking exactly what he should be.
Shoes. I have a one that two of us are living in the same country here. We work the same. If you see the way this guy is angry, he said that the same. I don't know whether he watched this program of his brother. He said, "Let me tell you, we are coming up." He said, "We." I said, "Guy," I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "We are coming up between 2025 and 2026. That what we are going to do in North, that the world will shake. That the only way Nigeria can survive is by trying to remove the northern part of Nigeria. That they are coming to possess their land. That he will tell me the secret meeting and things they are doing." I said, "How do you come out?" He said, "We have learned from Mars. You are Mars and Nandekano that you people did not value." I said, "What?" He said that we have learned from the man that people did not value. So people at least see the destruction of Nigeria is not going to be only with Biafrans. Forget that. The people are coming behind us, even to help more. You see Benua people, you see all these people that the Fulani are doing anyhow today. They are seriously gonna help do something on their own because the time is very near. Everybody is tired. Mazen Nandekano educated everyone. That's why I said in my platform, there is 4 qualities to become a leader when it's come to Biafra thing. You must be educated human being. You must be politician, and you must be spiritual guided, and you must have local wisdom. Mazen Nandekan possesses these 4 qualities. That is why he can do what he's doing today. Maz Simon, check very well, has these 4 qualities. Dr. Ngozi Arabeze also has these 4 qualities. That is why they can mingle together. So if anybody today is still waiting by the side, you want to destroy yourself by yourself. That is why I put the word to everybody.
Master, can I just say something quickly? Just very quickly. You see, what that guy, this Hausa guy, statement he just made, the solution to it, or doing what he just said, is the cost of it. The cost of doing what he's recommending to solving their problem is like a drop on a bucket from the likes of Dangote. Dangote, that is I don't want to put figure on it, but I'm just trying to say that given the amount that Dangote has amassed in Nigeria, because they gave him all the monopoly, all the business monopoly in Nigeria. He made so much money. But so somebody like him, if he's a real human being, genuine human being, he can solve that problem in the North with their margarine, with a peanut. It is just like a peanut from his pocket. But he doesn't want to. Why? Because it doesn't serve the overall agenda of them, the elite in the North. So they are using these things to push the agenda of Islamizing and Fulanizing the entire Nigeria. Whenever you hear about this and that, terrorists, they are transported, they are moved from state to state, it's Dangote truck they are using. So you ask yourself, how is it that always from time immemorial, every time these things happen, they're moving them to the north or to the south, to Port Harcourt, it's always Dangote. And he, like I said, he could just solve this problem. I believe he's an educated young man, maybe in his mid-60s or something. I don't know. How is it that he doesn't know that this is a dredge on the overall country to solve it, which won't cost him nothing? But no, so that's my point. I just want to make that these people, they are lying to the people, lying to everybody. So thank you, bro.
Thank you so much. Your lie will swallow them. I couldn't wait there. Unmute yourself. Speak on. Let's hear you.
You remember that I said something before the Chinonso now affirms it again that a friend of his or a co-worker told him that from now to 2026. Mwana na bongo. Adebe ekwukwe n'ọnụ ka nletu, but ihe nje ekwuwe la platform mmadụ niile na-ege ntị bụ go onwe gị kpọrọ onwe gị na ọnọdụ bongo adịghị gị mma. Ọ bụghị itiso mkpu bụ ihe ga-eme ka ọnọdụ bongo gbanwee or iku behind the obi ha na ọ dị intellectual sị na ha bụ ndị lachi anyị. Ị ga-ewepụta time gị ego gị ihe niile gị study abongo because ihe anwa bụ ihe all those people ịkpọrọ your leaders ị na like sing their praises. Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, even our current DPM now. That is what they are doing. There are some things I will not say. Anam na bongo, anam attack their ihe ga-eme. That's why the soon na-ekpere onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere bụ ịmara ọnwụchi igbu nwa nkịta o buru ụzọ fachisie ya ntị ọ daa n'ushi nshi ga-eme ebe ọ ga-abranch rie nsị ọla agaji ka moto kugbuo ya. Ihe ga-eme bụ Chukwu nyere anyị aka Peter Obi ya ndị ugwu weta nsị kpọọ ya ndị ya tukwuru na soro ha rie ya. Ndị nkele egbu ikpere n'ala dala ala ha daba mana ha gadacha kparịcha via ala kparị ka Bulaba win 2027. Mgbe ndị US gwara gị na 2031 na the current trajectory Nigeria dey move no nwere ike isi to exist like 2031. Tell me one of their predictions, let me not call it prophecy, that have not worked the way they predicted it. And how it will be, the thing that we engineer it is this course we are. Let us see, you sustain your own. That is, I keep saying it. I keep saying it. This whiter than white, Nnamdi Kuru. Msirigana nwa alonu onye se ya na-ekwu nwere onwe. Na-eji mbombo. Nnake gị bụ onye na-emejuputa ya. For months nso were gị. With telephones, but I want to hear again. You've been that whiter than white, being consistent on something. You go 247 and order. You were not involved in any flippant character. No, that is what we need. And as I'm saying it, thank God now so that somebody told him, see, lay the coordination of this Janjaweed, have you heard on Bongo News? Nonya Kejidere on the course of Mbole Hale Buses in the man. You can able 43 na Taraba 3 days ago. Uno for the news, Enyeriana news. Emakana Baburu, how I charge the Konyan do now, no nyero the word the police. Emakana Hellsmen Baburundi police or the plateau. A talk what to police a talk. In case of Hakale, Deco, you may go like for her and we can see as day one. Those ones, and what Bonnie did, and for the 3,000 when they are rehabilitated. A bed in the bay, remember. Uncle Christian is talking about Dangote. See, Egoni Nendini, no, listen, what in the water, all this rubbish, la would yellow buy money in our water. You put a hand tiny no. The only person since nothing grow out. Bonam when you're Neluaco, Jowizaza, and after all this new billionaire, new trading billionaire, it's got a hand to no. Have to go to the Dangote. They get Lohalese for a gap no businessman. Or Fonila not. Even Shetema. Diego know the whole billionaire and Ali Boji. Because people don't know what is in Boronu.
Yeah.
Why all these people have taken over many places. Nobody know. We are foolish. In my current study, I've discovered that we the Igbos are foolish. But do you know the people that are most foolish in that old distant region? The so-called South, the so-called Ijo. They are the most stupid race in front of us. Recent study information. They are the most unknowable problem I want. That is why in this was him last time we can sound. All one and the buy in the last week, but now so got on Okwaya Burutu. Say what they can this Okuru Waileku. Ekula, Master of the everywhere Tarok. But now how many mouthpieces came with it? DOS we could almost 4 group. I will not call names. Ndikun and Deko Simon managed to carry all these charlatans from them that came. Managed to give them one voice. Just barely 24 hours, Can they mean Popo the address, remember? Now voice is a car. When you see painting now, nobody knows from extract and whatever. Nobody knows about now. Yala Gaddafi Mezela, Australia Jamie Techeka, Ketekabeha. When these people see us, they see us as unserious. So that's why this buffoon in the clip, we say we are nobody. We sold you people. My dad sold you people. We sell you people again. But let me tell them. Media Lagada. Okay, Makwandi and on the Umadi de Kunu, Bunde Camere, rubbish in the Laku, a body up and down in Busai in Kalibu. Okay, the other guy couldn't organize. Let's set one no guru now. Quasi Lali Bonina on Elu Plank, Ulu Dinimia. Nandi Bonina on Elu Plank, as in that idiom use. Now Kulelu Plank, beneath Yabolulu. That's the recent one, Okuru. Mazi did the handing car. Hala church lalo. I ain't one on him in Murumwe. Abri Hapu Fools, Abri Hapu one halono. Ndi Okunandi Kuru, with Ipe, Alepe, or Yapota. Because all the go fears now not persecution, not prosecution. I can happier. But let me tell you guys today, if this thing the thing is so cool now, further confirm Nihim Kunama Kuyat of Fonte by before 2027. And when he not to go Hasana Tinubu Eri an election. And then with so many factions. But Igbos have chosen to be the catalyst, stirring the water for them, for all Nigeria. That's why you see all that indigenous people going silent. Even Oduduwa will going silent because we have chosen to be making the loudest noise. The faction now, coalition Hajere, because some people say no one can represent Daye. But Babachelawa, mere security the guy there may she can have queen here. Peter Bile Henry, election. Still be win ho. Peter be win here. Number 1, Bongo got stagnant. Number 2, persecution I amazing Igbo. Mgbe only amakwa that thing Odi River Tito be mere. Ihe a ga-egbu ndị be anyị n'ala Igbo ga-amụ ọrụ n'ihe purpose of the man eme now. So everybody's prayer, let that fool na ha emekwana their political machination tinye ọbanye, then let Bulaba win. And o win si Chukwu kpochikwe ya obi ono si kpochi ya now. Ka udele si na ya dị ime n'obi aṅụrị lakpa ya ya mụọ nwa ya ọ dị ndụ ya ekene Chukwu ọnwụ anwụ ọ bụrụ ndị ọnụ ya kpochie ya ntị anwa ka o tisaa. David Hudeyin, I don't know where he come from, but I did know that maybe from Ondo or Kogi. Those two as is or you see, but as a Yoruba man, if news will carry what is going on within those territories, we that is in Bongo, if you have persons there, call them. You will know what they are doing. So my parting shot, ndị banyi ọkata ndị nọ na diaspora ayịyọ ka nna ayọ unu were okwu nwere onwe akpọrọ ihe unu nwa ka anyị mma 15 nlodere na data ma agkwala o afọ bụ ma puo you know I'm saying it mpu bụ kwedo nọrọ na background o before I'm back again data agụgụ kwa o. That is what we are facing in Bongo now. Unu nwa na ebe ahụ ihe deturu izi ijeta afọ ọrụ na wepụta time mee research ndị nọ na media so that ile ekwu okwu gị kwuo with the fact. Journalism abụghị obere ihe ịbanye ọ ga-eri gị ego, ọ ga-eri gị time. Akpọ gị ala be anyị sị gị na ala egbuchasị ndị be anyị Iju onye ahụ ebe ka o si akpọ gị onye mma bụ nọ na bongo na nọ na west enwe onu news ga-agba ebe a nwere anything to add to us but let us na m kpọrọ gị sị gị na-egbukere mmadụ n'ebe m nọ ọ bụrụ ihe sendịrị m ego ka m jee ebe ahụ I'm just giving it out not to send money but go extra mile to verify even let the person use capture the thing send it for you for evidence that will put this struggle on a better pedestal, not on speculation. I have exposition. From now, whether or edited video or AI generated video, you don't care. You don't care to know. It no go take us to anywhere. It no go take us anywhere. Rather, empty barrel. But of I keep saying it, and I know it. I know it will happen. My prayer is that Bulaba should win. The prediction of the US will happen by 2031. Because when Bulaba wins, Oge made this country one-party state, and he will push to be life president. If he's not life president, what has been happening in Lagos, he will try to enforce it. Then Nigeria will scatter. That is my own little calculation about Bongo. Thank you, man. Can't pause before that amount.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We appreciate you for that effort. It's not easy. It's not easy making all the impact you are making in a very difficult time and situation. You always make your contributions, no matter how tight and difficult it is. We appreciate you, and we thank you for always being around. So, my fellow Biafrans, everyone that is in this platform, I want to remind you once again that today is sit at home, and Biafra land as we speak is under lock and key. Remember, this week is a very serious week. On Friday, we are going to be having our Heroes Day. On that day in Washington, D.C., our office is going to be open in Washington, D.C. Biafra mission in Washington, D.C. will be opened on Friday. That very day, we are going to stream it live. If you cannot be in Washington, D.C., you can equally join through the Zoom. The Zoom will be opened. The link is already there in our Deputy Prime Minister's platform. You join through the Zoom so that you can follow up the event to the end. Make sure you are part of it. Don't allow somebody to tell you the story. We are going to stream it. And if you are in this platform, you are not yet subscribing, please make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, touch your notification button so that whenever we come online, you will get the notification. We are in a very serious period that we bring you information as they come. Touch your notification bell so that anytime we come online, you will get the notification and you will join us. We start early and we end up early. Coming Friday is a very special day. We are going to bring it live. You should join on Zoom. If you cannot be in the United States, those who are in the United States, be in Washington, D.C. If you have not gotten your ticket yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Try and see if you can be able to get a ticket now, but I believe the tickets, I'm not sure if there's still an available ticket, but if you still want to give it a trial, try and get your ticket if you're in the United States to make sure you are part of that very program. It is very important. And let's hear this before we proceed on our closing remark.
No fear for our land. We go stand together, fight for freedom now. No surrender.
This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently. simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our paths forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political views. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue, 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time, 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025, a united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze.
Face many things, we don't fall. Them took a Nnamdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them catch we still they strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we hold the land.
Na Confederation Capital Territory, ebube isi ala Biafra na-ewetara unu ozi a. Ọ bụ na ịnụbeghị na ọchịchị Biafra nke Dr. Ngozi Orabeze bụ onye na-edu ya ugbu a ewepụtala ụbọchị ncheta nke ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra. Ngwa chere ka m jụọ gị anya. A ga-echeta ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra na Fraịde abalị 30 n'ọnwa Mee n'afọ 2025. A ga-ewepụta oge a ga-eji kwanyere ha ugwu. A ga-ekwukwa okwu ọ bụ na Washington DC ka a ga-emekwa ya n'ala Biafra. A ga-enwekwa onye nọrọ n'ụlọ ya ma ọ bụkwanụ sit at home na steeti 40 enwere n'ala Biafra gbaa gburugburu. Gaanụ na biafrasecurityadministration.org were tiketi gị. Onwe ihe ị chọrọ ịmatakwu gazie na event@usbgov.org. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi Confederation Capital Territory ebube United States of Biafra Government Homeland Media wetara ozi a. Maazị Sunshine si ya dịrị unu na mmụmụ Biafra.
Itu na boy pangkano man kane de deng tu boy pa mfrege frewu I kombo kembene tai tu bidang tandi I dagan sokondi de ke banga mbo mbiu peme I rongo yit e ko to security ki kombo wipu bo ke this ufoko jide jidi bopo de nation United States of Biafra ke jidi nye ke filante mpo e ko to filante nduo te iba ke this kingdom this United States of Biafra filante iba wo nye fukute kude na claim we mo de filante mboku ke ne ke den ni no the only security mbiu peme rongo jidi nye ke ko to security ade BDF ade ke ko to kikom makara Biafra Defense Force mboki bakam structure government Biafra de to yoki kibake IPOB kibake IPOB ama yidi waido autopilot from autopilot ayidi waido brigi from brigi idanga yidi bake United States of Biafra yidi the government yidi go to United States of Biafra de USBG fukut tewu kege kutebo proof kina mo de bridge mbok faga tong pongto wuri kede ngino ayokon todi fenyen kano kondang tang bangano ko de akure digemie du senefyon edip yedu ke fyong itioni yi don ke fyong mi ayi nyempa kuto ki kom makara peace summit ke Washington DC ke USA mbok doko yinu kandibun kai tie na mosoro ke United States ke awi kamake pat o kamake e parobok o kamake mpobeneket u senere de tao sene yidi kemeke kemitie u fo ade total eseme ki komaka total shutdown tie ku fogofo dia se nye tutu sene de fro e to bi fene no gode mpo ekuto ki komakara constitution kop mboke ngwere de yede america ki ko irungo yinwedi bet e yede mengwedi bere du sene de e biginam this usoro ke Washington DC e yede mengwede then e yede me that able solve to go copy e no ngo bi se dikare mbok kama kokofo sebo ndama fonam mbok so ka so da nye fon ka so support government me yaginya government fen apart from government yidemi dada yagida ke I bobo bi mana yide ami awa mi ebene wodi wo ata peture mbok se min ka kamandi mbok yagiso gi ba ke me mi ba tiktok e ya no boko te ibdia te bega ya idia no bok I bobo bi ojiremi ami min tangi ko min bi anya mi de ni ami den di kam pogoro etup kita yana mbok se song kempakoton abasien na menyon nyangi song adi on furewu aso ko continue aso ka isi jong ni ne ndete pero odon ise song o.
State of Biafra in order.
Thank you so much for your patience and listening. These are important informations that we need to hear, and every one of us must prepare. It's a very sacred week for us Biafrans. We must not give up. We must continue to be steadfast until we get to our destination, which is going to happen soon. Don't get distracted. Don't listen to any propaganda or blackmail that might be coming from east, west, north, or south. We must be focused. Biafra has come. Today, Biafra is in the front line. We are no longer behind. Biafra is no longer under the table. Biafra is no longer discussed on social media, on any other platform. It is now on the international stage. And 30th marks the beginning of a new dawn. Once our embassy is opened in DC, it will be a different ballgame. You can see they are already crying. They're already using David Daye or whatever, crying about what the think tank group in the United States is doing with Biafra. When you see them crying like that and concerned, you will know that something is happening. Mazen Nandekano did his part, and he told them, I will destroy Biafra with only the microphone, and that he did. Mazen Samuel came on board and told them that he's going to render their economy and make them useless. And he did that. Today, under Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, we are taking a different step, going to the front line where issues are discussed in Washington, D.C. That is where we are going. And from 30th, it will be a different ball game. Now, after listening to that video of David today, you understand the importance of opening that very embassy in a place where we discuss our issues. In as much as we don't rely on them alone, we have to continue to do our work ourselves, humbly, while we pass the informations and argue where we need to argue. I appreciate everyone that have been on this platform today, being Monday, those who participated on Sit at Home, and we are going to be rounded up on the program to come back tomorrow and continue. So let us start our closing remark. And 1 minute closing remark. And let's start from our beloved sister, Ojugo. Give us a closing remark as we round up on the program.
Oh, I'm so happy hearing different languages. Oh my God, it gladdens my heart. And I want to use this opportunity also to throw challenge to progress analyst, the progress analyst to use her talent on speaking broken language, because majority of people, part of us, understand broken language, to come up with that in making announcements. So I am so gladdened that hearing these languages that make us whom we are, whom we really are. I'm so happy about that. And then I'm saying, Biafrans, right from Mazen Nandekano, he said, we've crossed the river. If you don't understand what it means, please go make a research. Go understand what it means. Going back is dead. Going back is dead. It's like when somebody's pushed you to the wall and you have no place to go. If you continue to stand on that wall, that's death. You will die right there. But if you push back, you move forward. And that's life. So those who have fallen back, watch yourself. Watch yourself real good. Please analyze what it means when you talk about fall back. And always go to all the adage that said, backward, never. Forward, ever. If you fall back, everything about your life will go back because that's what you believe. But those who believe in going forward, our life will go forward and forward ever. Speech less, action more. Because others also say, action speaks louder than voice. They need our action, not blah, 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 blah on the social media. People like us who don't go about it. Thank you so much. Like one of our brothers said, Massachusetts for survival and we go 247. You guys are hero. Hero. A lot of us are looking up to two of you. Never do not allow any wind, tornado. What is the name of all this natural disaster? Earthquake. Shake you. More is gonna happen. Prepare yourself. Like our brother in Bongo used to say, he always come inside here. He said, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. So two of you, we're looking up to two of you. Seriously. You don't know what you want, but we know. We know. Thank you so much. And God will continue to strengthen you in Ugo 247 and all our social media people who are standing on the truth. There are so many of you standing on the truth now. You are giving birth to a lot of people now in the media that are standing strong, analyzing every little piece of thing. So, more grace to your elbow. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful closing remark. Well, thank you. I appreciate your support. You are also one of the formidable members of this very platform, helping us to pass information to Biafrans. This task belongs to us, and we will continue to do what we have to do as long as we have life. We will continue to push out these informations together with every one of you on this platform, with me here. We will never relent. We will surely overcome. My beloved brother Chinonso, if you're not following, Biafra is our home. That's the platform for our beloved brother Chinonso. Please follow that very platform. Biafra is our home. It is very important. This message is ours. Radical evangelism. Wherever you are, use the
Biafra
platform.
is our home. Okay, I will search for it and then I will subscribe. I don't know about it. So.
Yeah, Chinonso, Biafra is our home. That is his platform. He's always here with us most of the time. And we will always push those messages and make sure we get it to where it needs to be. My brother Chinon, so give us your closing remark.
Yes, so Mazi, two survivors. I won't stop by thanking you always being here for the regional Biafrans. I can never stop thanking you at Mazi. You know, what makes us a human being is that when I sit down on my own, look at what two of you have passed through this social media. Sometimes I cry inside me. Is it name? Is it allegation? Is it tweeting of their messages and all the rest? For the God of you and the Mazi stand up in 2019 today without any excuse of misbehaving or leaving the track. That is what motivates me. And also, watching two of you working in the name of the United States of Biafra is what motivates me to find a way and say, now let me open YouTube. Even if I don't know what to talk, let me be playing you people's program on my own. People that don't know about the people from my own will also hear it. And today, you and Maz Hugo have given birth of people I'm going to mention their names today. You have given birth to Mazi, platform of Humble Lion TV. You have given birth to Biafran Exodus TV. You have given birth to Thai Report. You have given birth to Rosé. You have given birth to Biafra is my home. This is 4, 5, or 6 sons. And also, people have given birth to who? To Ada Simon, because of the good work. This is all the platforms where you will go time in, time out. You will see people doing something and defending the truth and saying it the way it is. So I want to thank you. Please remember, na ndị be anyị n'okwu Igbo si na ụzọ nna dị ọcha, ụmụ ya agaghị ije n'elu ụzọ ahụ, mana ụzọ nna ruo onye ụmụ ya ma apụtanwu because of na ụzọ nge na Maazị Ugo dị ọcha, ya mere anyị ka ji wee sonye sị ka mba ka anyị sụpọpụrụ ihe ndị nna anyị na-wee eme n'ihi na nwee yiri nna nwee yiri nne oge ya n'obi n'ime ofe satụ na ịgwa gị na platfọm ndị a mkpọrọ afa always gị na Maazị Ugo as their hero, as their mentor, and from you people we have our strength. We learn how to talk and how to narrate some issues, including the local ones. So I said in the name of Elohim, may your days and Mazu go 247 be long. And 2 of you, we want to see 2 of you in Biafra land and celebrate 2 of you. Mazu go to Mazu survive. Anyị egbota mmanya nkwụ elu nyeke n'ụlọ wite ezigbo nkwobi amara wite ụba si unu. Thank you for standing on the truth. Thank you for making Biafra to become reality through your analysis and putting the light out there for the world to recognize. So I thank you. And I'm also thanking my Wanda Oji. Thank you so much for always being here, please, for not standing where you stand, because the truth ka enyo agba n'aka adịrị eji enyo elele wọchị agba n'aka. Mmadụ adịghị akwa akwụ n'ọnụ tinye ya mmanụ ka ya wee taa mkpụrụ akwụ. Ịma na ọ dị ya possible. That is what these individuals are doing. Ha akwa akwụ n'ọnụ na-anaghị mmanụ. Mmadụ na-etinye mmanụ anụ n'ọnụ sị gị weta nnu ka ya wee rachaa ya. Ọ dị ya possible. So United of Biafra bụ mmanụ aṅụ. Ihe ndị be anyị na-eme Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gwara anyị na ihe ndị ya na-eme bụ ha abịala anya na ịka n'ihe ha na-eme. Reduce those to their level. When they refuse to reduce it to their level, they will start gossiping about you. They will start prognosing. They will start blackmailing. This is what they are doing today. But Nigeria eziokwu bụ na aka dị ekpo ọnwa, Biafra bụ ọnwa, aka ama mkpuke. Ụmụnne m, remember May 30th. Ọ bụrụ na ị gaa na Washington DC, please, try that day, put a special data. Try to have a special data for that particular day. Try to put a special save on your phone because of that day, because it must rain. After this heavy darkness, there must be a sunshine. After this heavy rain, there must be a sunshine. So, my people, we continuously standing on the truth, no matter how we are. Ndị wee mechie, ndị be anyị si n'okwu Igbo na-adị adị n'Igbo agụ otu na ọ na-eme arụrụ ụmụ egbu ohi isi. That is people you see in the cabinet. They are the ones that are going to make it happen, including you and I, to support them. Bring your fundraising, whether fundraising or not fundraising. Those in Biafra land are paying heavily by sitting at home, by Nigerian terrorizing them every day. The only way our men who are in the booth will come out is only in this name, United States of Biafra government, is what will bring them out as a nation. Not to breed, not individuals. A country protects its people. A country produces army and police, and we have it. Support with your fundraising, no matter how little it is. Let our government, bless Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, bless Maazị Simon, protect them, and the victory is at last. He who laughs. He who laughs,
yes.
Laugh the best. Maazị Survivor, thank you so much. Wanda Ojugo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful remark. Thank you so much. And I thank every Biafran that is in this platform. Please go and follow Biafra is our home. Go and subscribe to Biafra is our home. Please do that. My brother Chinoso, if you can post the link on the comment section before the program closes, it will be okay, so that it will be easy for them to just click on the link and get to the area. You can just put your link, the link to your platform, on the comment section, so that it will be easy for every Biafran in this program to go there now and click subscribe to that very channel, so that you can get information. We are passing the same message. In this radical evangelism, every stone must be turned. We can't leave any stone unturned. Every one of us must get busy. Radical evangelism. You know, the zoo are not going to stop. They will continue to try to paint a different picture and narrative, but we are here. You see the way we attack them in the case of Mazen Nandekano. Once they pronounce any S-beat, we bring a counter S-beat. I will push it online. Every Biafran, it doesn't matter what you believe, who you are following or who you are not following. Our central defense is Mazen Nandekano. He's a Biafran, and every one of us surround him. The same way in the case of Master Simon Ebas, we are waiting. Once the case kick off on the 30th, as they said, we are going to be following up, and whatever they throw there as a charges, we have thousands and millions of evidence to present, and we'll push it on the media, and the whole world will be following and they'll be watching. That is why we must make all our platform active. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. As our brother was recognizing the guys, that you guys are giving birth, there is this lady they call Queen Capel Media or Queen Capel Media that always shoots your video. So that's a good credit, she always, shoot out your video, Queen Capel Media.
Okay,
and then,
Queen Capel Media.
Yeah, Queen Capel Media, she's always shooting out your video. And then, Linda TV also is one of the media which I don't really understand, but she's been there for a long time, as long as I know. Linda TV, I think that's
Linda
what.
TV
And this,
show.
yes, and then this analyst, progress analyst. That's another hit right now. She's doing woto to one in Shorter in this thing. So that's why I gave her that challenge. She speaks broken, like so sweet, that you should use her voice to make this announcement that they are making in the broken language. I think she's from Delta or something like that, So they need to, these are ladies that sometimes once in a while I just pump into their distance. But I could see Queen Capel Media all the time shooting out your video, short scripts of it, maybe 5 minutes of your video or 3 minutes of your video. Yeah, she does that. So, and they're standing on the truth and nothing more. Because me, when I see that you're doing game, I unsubscribe from your destiny immediately and take you out. I don't need extra headache.
Yes. Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate that. That is it. Every Biafran must get busy, and I love that. Everybody, every hand must be on deck. Every hand must be on deck. There is division of labor. There are roles you can play. Just pick up your own and begin to do it. As long as you're standing on the truth, on the fact, people who are watching you and what you're doing, we present to you. And as we do program, you see, names are being called, platforms are mentioned that Biafrans can follow. We want to make sure that our Biafran people are getting the message from the right source. You get the message from the right source and the real message. That is what we are here for. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect everyone that have participated on today's sit at home. A very successful sit at home as always. Everyone that have participated, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabueze. We pray for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength, and divine security. And we pray for the success of our coming Heroes Day and opening of our headquarters and again this Peace Summit. We pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, as he will be coming in the court very soon. May Chukwu Okike Abiama put word into his mouth and speak on his behalf. May the spirit of our heroes speak for him on that very day he's going to appear. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide him, give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding wherever he may be. We pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will start again on the 28th of this month. In the next 2 days, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be in court again, and we will be here to present the issue. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to fight that battle as he has already started. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out victorious. Biafra will come out victorious. Not just Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, it is Biafra. We come out victorious. We pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's strength. We pray for good health, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and divine protection and divine revelations. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program, wherever you join from. Everyone that have played a role in one way or the other, thank you. Please, if you have not shared, like and share the program. Very important. Like and share. And make sure you touch your subscription, subscribe, and also your notification bell. Keep it on so that you'll be notified whenever we come online. Thank you so much, and see you again tomorrow, same time. Stay blessed.
This is from Biafrans Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their life for us, those who died, that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my inspiration.
The deed no wrong for them, military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memory still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Tell them I got that day. Remember when me tell you say I got that day. Yeah, I remember that one that called us a prospero. Would you go like a Abapanuku? Oh, them they were Boniro. Me tell you what I look pandi, what pandi Samiro. Me tell you what I day. Oh, we just follow the rest of man. I tell you what I day. Me know that I'm from the Our fallen heroes, I want to promise you something today. We must fight together, no retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore Biafra. I look up to the sky with tears in my eye for other Biafrans and for freedom and to die. We will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in our heart, we'll never be apart. They fought for our freedom, they died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front without food, without guns, for our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes, we want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart forever, 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 and never, and never, and never.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid us back with your bloody starvation.
We play in our history that the death of my people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bomb, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now? If not you, you died at Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Flag high for those that died.
in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in the heart, we bleeding inside, tears in the eyes, so I'm calling you.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them motivation, people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a gas, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire,
They pay the ultimate price. They die for me, for the freedom of unborn child. We live for the legacy.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen hero. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright. Yo, we will never forget our fallen hero. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Yeah, put the flag in the air. Never be afraid. March on, cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah, you know what it is.
I'm looking at myself in
We
the
must
mirror.
revenge, and we must stand to represent who we are.
Na wana na bose vive na kiti enwe. Na tulaje bwana mabuli vemelem. Kuja. Ati be kwa tulane bovo. Imalugo no godo kokodo nya no be hule. Nani mona tulilu. Na ya kalakala kwa lerinu mwangulu. Ngula matali woso jere futa mbaka njuba diali. Kama abulezi okwenu. Na baka la keluego nezi enwe. N'ụbọchị akala keluego n'udezi. Maka na baba n'ụwa aralu n'unuteyi. Ụmụ Biafra kụnyelue. Ụmụ Biafra kụnyelue. Ụnanụkwara igbe ọnọdụ n'ọmọnọ n'ezi bịa kenenue. Ọnọdụ n'olile tọnọ na ndagwurugwu senyi tọnọ n'ugwu gbadataghị. Ka anyị were efu obi wee nataba n'ụwa anyị o. Maka na njụkọ n'ụwa milion wee gbafuo ma abụrụ eziokwu enyi. N'aka ndị kwọta mmiri aka ịgba gwachasị enyi ka aka ezu ezu ọba abụrịbụ wee lụta mmanụ. Ụmụ Biafra kụnye enu. Ka anyị were ofu obi wee nataba n'ụwa anyị. Maka na ofu obi amaka mma o. N'ala n'ugo n'ụwa enyi. Biafra na mekele ụmụ niile. Nke a bụ nke anyị. Nwa adati na ijele nwanyị bịa kene gị. Ọkwa gị bụrụ ụkwụ ekele n'afa ndị otu Biafra Izawa o. And the Biafra is our religion. Nkọdị na nwata chi eze amụ n'obi bụ onye iwere ya. Wesị ya kene n'elu gị o. Adụmegwu Chukwu o. Ike mba one of Biafra land mmọnwụ be m. dike Mwafọ ndị Igbo jiri dị ebube bịa n'ebe ichebele mmanwụ Ebụzikwa odogwu eji mara Igbo niile Odogwu eji mara Biafra bịa Kedumegwu Chukwu Papa gị si ekene logi Filipu Effiong Abụzikwa nwoke kwuru okwu wee kwụsị okwu si na Biafra ekunye na ya bụ Biafra ya tụrụ ugo wee nata mana bụrụ na ya bụ Biafra ekunyigo n'ọkụ ọgụli nwata n'aka na na-ele Ọba gị si ekene logo onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Amadike Biafra kedebe no Amadike Biafra bianulo
She has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of
Pagi bo foye tilindilo mbadangula hunis
choose from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to for personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. They told them this is what is this is what happens. Nobody wants to do that's the problem. They sent her to my case. So
Biafran government They know na exile cabinet bianulo numwe Ono ekene unu jisinu ikene Na Chukwu na ndana ya agba unu ube Maka na onye sụrụ bịa ya atọ ka ịmalụ ga-enu jisienu ike Ekene mo ndị Biafra Liberation Army ụmụ Chukwu Ndị ejeso Biafra land bịakene nue The great oracles of Biafra na n'unu Ọnụ wee kene unu n'ama Na n'unu jisi ike n'ọrụ Chukwu ya gba unu ume ụmụ Chukwu asị ekene ya the Prime Minister H.E. Maazị Simon Eba abụzikwa ọbata obi otu adịrị ụmụ Biafra bịa n'ụlọ Anonganga piotembe will name. And then I just show you, you will not see. Yes. Mweji mwagu kojilo sinodilo kasojilo yatiji sojilo wewalasa Muzikwe wabatobi Ogada gididi kebya nunu Mweji wekwala niyo Kujine chukunyele ndi Biafra na nunu Nuna beke nege Asibona ya dele Biafra ni na nama Asino ya dele no ni na nama
Mandanye na bono mweno utelanyi welienne. Mandanye na bono nudonu nongwe. Makana mbona boke kwena abonike. Aboya na no, aboya no. No bivoye debeline dene no wama believe emeleme. A good legacy will last forever, my believe emeleme. And the remembrance of my beliefs you.